We are live. Woo!
All right, fantastic. All right. Now start the recording and same way as always.
All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a third show in 3 days of 13 Card Subject Change. It took a lot of time. It's been 6 hours plus already. It's been 6+ hours of WrestleMania. It's been a ton of other things. We are here. We are live on YouTube.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Right now. Which
I tried to go live on a couple. It didn't work.
Yeah. So for those of you who are catching us on Podomatic or Spotify in the future, if you like this, you can check the video out, which will probably be on our YouTube at some point. You can also sort of, if you like this idea, we can do it later on when more people want it. We can actually plan it. People can be prepared for it. But this was kind of something that we wanted to give a shot to. So shout out to Leroy for getting that set up. Jesse, of course, is back.
Yes, I am.
He's been rough riding with us for this entire 3 weeks.
It's been pleasant.
Little preview.
Pleasant rough ride.
Pleasant rough ride.
Exactly.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Yes, exactly. A lot of love to DMX. So, little preview for next week. Jesse will not be here, but it will be the 50th episode of this show.
50.
It's just going to be me and Leroy. We're going to try to just kind of take a little step back and think about what it's like to almost go a year with this, and realizing
a couple weeks after that, it will be.
We've had a lot of changes both in our personal life and in our professional lives, but this thing has kind of been the one constant that's just been kept going. So that's a really nice thing to know. Really nice feeling to have.
Oh yeah.
So last night, folks, was night 2 of WrestleMania 37.
And I lost my bet.
Yes, Leroy lost twice last night in the same bet. We'll get to that soon because it was the opening contest. Ladies and gentlemen, night 2, I think we'll just say this off the rip. Probably the lesser of the 2 nights, but I think it wasn't the fault of anyone other than maybe just the overall presentation of what happened. Also, I think Allison last night when she was looking at it and said, well, night 1 was so good. And I'm like, okay, here's the deal. Even if it's WrestleMania, no wrestling show is ever designed to give the fans exactly what they want. Yeah. Night 1, everybody was happy. Everyone was excited. There were fans back in the building.
It was exciting.
Last night was wrestling fans were back. They were back to their normal selves. Everything sucked. Everything was not okay. Wrestling fans were back to normal last night. That's how I look at night 2. Also, our buddy Dave from MAW was apparently ringside. I was unable to see him.
Oh, man, I would have loved to see him.
Yeah, no, supposedly.
I'll have to give him.
I haven't asked.
Call and get him some. Hopefully, be posting some.
Yeah. So anyway, night 2. I guess we'll jump right into it, Leroy. I know you don't want to talk about the opening contest, Leroy, but what was the opening contest of night 2?
Well, I am man enough to admit.
All right.
I made a bet.
You didn't make a bet. You took a bet.
I made the bet.
He made the bet.
I made the bet.
Jesse made the bet.
We got a lot of extra food today, by the way, folks. It's been a long 3 days.
It's been a long 3 days.
I know. I went to Quick Trip. I mean, as shown on the camera. Look at those.
6-pack mini muffins, 12-pack donuts and our famous Dunkers.
And I have my Nature Chuck's orange juice. You can see that. This is some good stuff.
We're not sponsored by them. We're paid by them.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Leroy.
I took the bet, and I'm man enough to, at a future date.
Do I explain the first, or do I explain it after you announce the match? How should we do this?
The bet was on the match. Okay. The first match on the night, which I didn't realize it was going to be the first match.
They announced that, I think, while we were doing the show.
Kind of.
Sort of around that time.
But Randy Orton defeated The Fiend with Alexa Bliss in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. And there's a reason why I say that.
Leroy, the official bet was they both had The Fiend. So while they were both wrong on their pick, Leroy was more wrong because he's the one who took the bet of from bell to bell. It was Jesse said 7 minutes. We decided to make it a real Vegas style bet of over under 7 minutes.
Correct.
The spread was 2 minutes in either direction. Jesse won the bet if it went 5 to 9 minutes. Mm-hmm. Leroy won the bet if it went 4 minutes and 59 seconds under or 9 minutes 1 second over. And so based on that math, Leroy did not have a Good thing he did go live on our Facebook page.
He did go live.
He did
owned
admit
up to
that
it.
this was not going to
He
go
owned up
well.
to it.
Jesse will get him in about 2 weeks when we're able to have him
Yes,
back.
yes.
Looking forward to that because
I gotta prepare myself.
and hey,
Yeah.
Jesse finally gets a W in the bet win column.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah, because they say AEW. I've been a lot of crow on here.
on Undisputed they do Mountain Dew, we do hot sauce on the show. So Diet Mountain Dew, I apologize.
Yeah, Diet Mountain Dew.
I
Cases
think-
of Diet
I
Mountain Dew.
think I'm gonna figure out. We gotta figure out a bet box.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
We'll do
all right,
that.
All right,
You
yeah.
might not join into me and Jesse might do it more.
Okay.
often.
What do you mean not join in? I looked Jesse in the face and said that if they somehow do something with this TNT title, I would eat crow.
Yes, you
and
did.
All right,
and so
all right.
I was live on that bet.
We will get a bet box.
All
and
right.
we'll have some
Anyway,
fun with
so
it.
What was I wrong on that?
final thoughts for this though. Here's the only thing that I have to say, and here's the thing. I will fully 100% admit not a good way to do what they did.
No.
But here's the thing. While I agree with some people that yes, you have to allow the Fiend's story to be told,
Mhm.
why does it seem that the Fiend is always booked? It was Seth with the red light in the cage.
Mhm.
It was all this stuff. It was the red light last night.
Yep.
Which wasn't as bad to the
But
eye.
they tempered it down. So
yeah,
for
I know.
people
Yeah,
live,
no,
they
you know,
can
it
still
was a
see
lot
the
better.
match, yeah.
But it's just the Fiend. It seems that and I'll say it. It seems like the Russo angling of this
Man.
story
You really wanna
is
bring that out?
well.
I got to admit, I'm a Fiend fan, and it feels just like a Vince Russo.
But everything
Yeah.
that is angly about the Fiend,
Yeah.
not the actual matches, it always happens and it always seems to be on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We always seem to get the story being told on pay-per-view when a pay-per-view is supposed to be sort of a climactic finish.
Yeah. I agree.
So, I mean, while I don't hate what happened overall, the
Mhm.
moment was incorrect.
It's weird because
Bray Wyatt also once again put out something on his Twitter after the show that again is helping with the story, but it doesn't help with the match.
I mean, so many people were upset.
Yeah.
And then he also,
Oh, gotta go to his Twitter.
yeah. I mean, he actually does a lot of interesting things on his Twitter.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
it's interesting because so you always had a feeling at some point maybe Alexa would try to take control of the Fiend or something.
That was
crazy like
always
that.
kind of in the cards, yeah.
That's always in the cards. Bringing him back shows that she's probably going to take more control over at some point.
You also saw when Randy first got there and sort of was threatening Alexa that you saw that Alexa was really the Achilles heel of the Fiend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, by the way, I don't know because Bray's body has changed a lot since his days in the Wyatt family. It could have been Bray.
He was much smaller.
It could have been Bo Dallas.
It could have been
necessarily
Bo.
know.
Which I mean, listen, if they show up tonight and it was Bo Dallas, and, you know that's how they kind of tie whatever happened last night. Okay.
Yeah.
Because right now, and I mean, some people have said like, "Hey, I know we hadn't seen him since like December. He actually apparently lost a lot more weight and gained a lot more muscle.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Apparently in one of the best shapes of his life. So
Right.
He's also living on a farm with Liv Morgan. That's not a bad lifestyle to have, apparently.
they have a business together. So,
I
So,
wouldn't mind living with Liv.
Right? Yeah. All right. So,
but the
go ahead.
ending is just it's confusing because they're so some Fiend fans, and I'm a Fiend fan, but they put some theories out there that because of how she was sitting, maybe this is the way they're also bringing back Aleister Black because she actually had her legs crossed like
She
Alex
did, yes.
would.
Mhm.
Listen, and all those things are possible,
yeah.
but the fact that he ate an L for this whatever change of direction of story,
Right.
it's for me it sucks because he's one of the strongest, most creative characters.
Yeah.
And it gets harder to defend him when they do this hokey stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully they do a really good job with whatever is next on Raw.
Yeah.
So Raw will be very interesting to watch tonight.
Raw's got a new commentary team also.
Yeah, Samoa Joe has been taken off of commentary. He is actually an active member of
Knocking
the
on wood
roster.
here, but Samoa Joe stay healthy this time.
Yes.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yes. I want
However, I will say this: I do think that Joe proved that when he is done in ring, he can do a lot of extra
Oh, yeah.
stuff. I mean,
His
there's
future is bright. He can do
no,
whatever.
Yeah, no.
yeah, definitely on comment.
And I'll be honest, not saying Joe was a muscle-headed idiot, but I never thought Joe had that much in him to be a almost Titus O'Neil-like person
Yeah.
after the in-ring situation.
Yeah.
So props to Joe. Hopefully that works out well.
You know, to be honest, it's such a good promo. I actually always kind of figured that.
Well, but you can be,
yeah.
well, but Big Show for what he was never a bad promo.
No.
But I'll be honest, I never thought Joe, he was going to be decent on commentary. But he's done well.
He's done very well on Elevation.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Samoa Joe, I could tell you, like, well, what, people are like, well, what will he do when he's actually retired? I'm like, dude, he can go do commentary if he wants to.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He'll be a superstar.
All right. So once again, folks, we sadly, and I hate doing this in the show as much as we do, we're gonna have to leave the Fiend alone until we get sort of some clarity on what's happening.
Hurts. I love him so much.
I know it's not fun.
Messed up, yeah.
Also, for those of you who are watching the live stream, Leroy actually is wearing his Darren Corbin shirt today. He learned from yesterday.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's a new one.
Yeah, no. I am wearing one of Darren's classic shirts.
Yes.
This one is a new one.
Leroy, not too long on the camera. They might censor us on YouTube.
Yes, it's
not nudity, but damn, it's probably in the same category. And
It's getting real close, sir.
It's from his Teespring shop. Go
Yep.
check it out. He has
link is in the description of the Moments of Merch 3. So
definitely
we have a
do
link
that.
directly to that.
And all the Patreon, he had another discounted thing going in for all the Patreons. So
all right, awesome. So
all right.
next match of night 2
is the women's tag team where Nia and Shayna beat Natalya and
the only issue with the match was the ending.
Yeah.
And here's why I say it. I feel like this has run its course. I feel like Shayna and Nia, like we're over it. Reggie had nothing to do with WrestleMania, even though nothing happened to him on SmackDown, so he was just irrelevant. And it's like, they're so blasé at this point that we know they're dominant, but you had a team, probably the only team that legitimately had enough, and I'll say it, beef.
Yeah.
To probably be a legit contender.
Yeah.
So now it's just like I'm sitting here and I'm like, so now what? It's just going to be the blondes are going to somehow fall into it or something like.
With Vince, if blondes are involved, anything is possible.
This is true,
but
that's true. I understand.
The match wasn't terrible. I think all 4 women got to show off what they do. I think once again, Nia, oh God, like I said, Raquel is everything they wanted Nia to be.
Raquel is everything Nia can never be.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's one of those things. As I'm watching the finish, I'm like, well, listen, like you can actually build a singles division if you break these two up.
Well, but that's the whole thing. Is that I didn't want the ending to be the Kirifuda clutch. I wanted the Kirifuda clutch to happen and then somehow get broken up by Tamina, and then we have Nia eat the pin because then Shayna still looks fine.
Yeah.
Now, yes, Shayna comes out fine in either scenario, mine or what actually happened.
Well, she finally gets a win.
Yeah. But it's just, to me, the night that you're supposed to change a belt, 90% of the time, I guess is what happens. This would have been the prime example to do it. And it's not that these two are bad. It's just I think we've run the course of their run.
It's starting to get stale now because now you're looking at all the women's tag teams on Raw and SmackDown, and you go, well, who really is the next shot? They've beaten everybody now.
Literally.
They've literally beaten all of them. So I don't know. They're not, the NXT women, I mean, listen, Triple H are keeping them right where they are. He didn't pay all that money for those belts for no damn reason. No, so they're not going anywhere.
Maybe some of that backlash. This possibility.
So last night would have been the night.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, would have been better. All right. Next, we got the Kevin Owens beating Sami Zayn.
My only downside is that they didn't give them 10 more minutes. I mean, it's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
9-minute match.
It's Kevin Steen and El Generico. Like, these two are going to have excellent matches. They've been doing this for 20 years.
And I think last night, correct me if I'm wrong, might have been the most inter-match dialogue they've ever had.
Yeah.
In a big moment.
Yeah.
Hard to do that.
And
hard to do that during Ladder Wars, but I mean.
Well, I was gonna say, especially in their ROH days, so it was a little bit harder to have a lot of because usually ROH back in the day they threw like 8 guys in a match.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could be trying to set up a feud between 2 guys.
Yeah.
But there's so much going on. Not everyone's going to see that. But I mean, the match is great. Really, like I said, the only problem was it should have went longer. And so we talked about this off camera.
Yeah.
Like I said, Linda is still the worst.
True.
But Logan Paul is up there now as one of the worst stunner takers
that
I've
was
ever
a
seen in my
bad-
life.
That was a bad take. Yeah, no.
Like, was he attempting to do the Rock? Was he like trying to like flip? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do. Like,
he needed to take tips from that buddy.
right.
Definitely.
I mean, it's not hard. Drop to your knees, boom, bounce, go down. Like that's it. Sell death. That's it. Like I didn't think it was that hard.
Well,
he's not a very good actor.
He's really not.
Yeah,
but
he's
it's just
not a really good boxer. Whatever. I don't know.
Anyway,
no, I was happy to see him take it, but when I saw how he sold it,
well,
I was just like, "What the hell, dude?"
Well, like you said, it's like the only real problem here was that it wasn't longer.
Yeah, the match should have
because, like I said, and you know what? For the people that are like, "Oh, Kevin Owens didn't jump off one of the boats," folks, Kevin wanted to do that last year before a major injury. He's had both his knees operated on now.
He's getting up there in age.
There's a reason why he's doing the stunner versus the pop-up powerbomb. I mean, there's so many different reasons.
So he did catch. He did catch Sammy with it last night, but that's
True,
because Sammy gave him he ran full speed at him, so he just.
Well, yeah. It's like
Given the opportunity, you got to take it.
but yeah, no. It's just the only issue at this point in their careers with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is literally, and I quote, not enough time. That's the only issue you're ever going to have.
That was the only issue I had with it. That was it.
Yeah, they were great though.
Great.
Loved it.
All right, next one, we got Sheamus beating Riddle to be the new United States champion.
This probably should have opened the night.
Oh yeah,
because one, it was a corking good match,
especially with the finish.
Yeah,
I mean, and
I'm pretty sure he busted his bottom jaw.
Oh yeah, you could tell.
And I got a feeling because of the look that they gave each other that ain't over. But
no. But also, I mean, Allison even said, it was either Allison or my buddy Willie. You've never really seen Riddle have any form of like real anger on his face.
Yeah, no.
And this is kind of what you got towards the end. And then, like I said, once again, it proves Gene's theory. Since being called up, he hasn't had a bad match.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Riddle.
The character gets a little stupid.
You can love the character, hate the character,
but the matches are great.
Oh God,
the matches are great.
In ring, Riddle is just
like
phenomenal.
Like people have been asking me on boards, like, well, why are they behind Riddle when it feels like they've buried his character? I'm like, well, listen, the character is a little stupid. It's a comedy character, but in the ring, he's still as serious as he's ever been, and he's still as great as he's ever been.
Well, I did love his interaction with the Great Khali and Rob Van Dam earlier.
Well, the Rob Van Dam, because I think that was just genuine.
That little bit, I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was phenomenal.
Bro, here, have these papers. I'm like, oh my God.
But yeah, I like I said, this should have started.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, with the way that the Fiend stuff went, it was going to take a couple of quirky matches to bring the crowd back, because they were all pretty pissed off after the end of the Fiend.
Yeah, just seeing everybody was going, what?
I mean, the boos were so loud after, like, they kind of light it out.
Yeah.
So to me, this probably should have started the show because it would have kept the crowd hyped.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, as Zach said, we got our fans back the way they are.
Night 2 was about fans being back to being fans. It was back to thanks, fans. We love you, welcome back. Now here's the same shit, different day. Anyway,
next one is Apollo Crew and Big E, and Apollo Crew winning in the Nigerian drum fight match.
Allison hated the ending. Absolutely god awful was she pissed.
I understand.
And I actually want to have this discussion on the show. I feel like it's really unique in my household that Allison just gets into wrestling, because I get to see someone who doesn't really get the intricacies of the business.
The minutiae.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, she's so virgin to what's on camera.
Yeah.
So when she gets pissed, we all know from years of watching, Leroy saw probably the peak of it. Wrestling, the heel is not supposed to be better than the babyface.
No.
Occasionally that happens, but the story is never you're better than the babyface, because then because you can think about it, every comic book character, and this goes for even maybe mob bosses and mafias, they're never the most powerful person, because then you don't need henchmen.
Yep. Yep.
So, but it's just what happened was, I think, a classic wrestling idea, but just kind of thrown into a situation that I think the fans weren't necessarily ready for. And like I said, if Baba Kato had been on SmackDown for a few weeks beforehand, that's fine. Yeah. But then why build this guy? Because look, he's not going to take losses on SmackDown.
No.
Look at the size of this mofo. So what's he going to do? You're going to have him come out. You're going to have him do some squashes. Then all of a sudden he's in a main top mid-card situation. It's hard to book in general. This is the argument of Rhea Ripley. Send her straight to Raw literally the Monday after she gets buried by Raquel, or have her sit in catering until they really are ready to build her and book her. It's really, like I said, 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. It's the same issue if it's the left or the right hand.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews was never supposed, and then Allison was like, well, then have Apollo win clean. And I'm like, that
does not work.
No, that is a big wrestling no.
I mean, I honestly can tell there's like, even looking back, Andre the Giant.
Now,
he played a heel.
Yeah.
But he didn't win clean.
No.
And that's Andre the Giant. He could kill anybody.
Yes, literally.
He still had to cheat to win.
That's why you give him Bobby Heenan.
Well, yeah, but I mean, with the referee thing when he won the belt.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he did something to win because he was, physically probably not better than Hogan, but for size and who he was.
Yeah, exactly.
He was.
Yeah. The people have, it's just, again, wrestling imitates superheroes versus evil.
Yeah.
Superman is clearly more powerful than 90% of the villains that he'd face. Then he gets to the moment where obviously there's dark side, so he has to overcome. But Superman is better, Batman is better, but why does he keep going back to the Scarecrow? Why does he keep going back to Bane? Why does Batman keep facing the same 6 people?
I agree.
Because they keep coming back and they keep finding new ways to annoy Gotham.
That's about it.
And that's what a heel is supposed to do. And the fact is that we had a good buildup, but it was proof positive through the buildup that one-on-one, Big E's got this. Clean, in the ring, Big E's got this 9 ways to Sunday. But the problem being, Cruz was the type of person that you need to build a faction. You need to build an army around him. Yeah. Colonel Aziz, I think is the name.
Yeah.
He's going with?
Yeah.
Baba Kato?
Something like that.
But it's just, despite it being WrestleMania, is just like any other. Not supposed to like the results of everything.
No.
That's not what it's supposed to be. I mean, are we forgetting? There have been riots that have happened in Japan over the results of matches. I mean,
at times in All Japan, New Japan, they've caused fans to damn near fight the wrestlers.
So that's why I always give Jericho credit for Painmaker, because Jericho really pissed off the fans of New Japan.
He did an excellent job.
Oh yeah,
he did. I had seen the interactions they had with some of the people.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna fight somebody.
Suzuki has scared the fans really over but Suzuki
he tortures them.
Exactly. So that's my point is I get where Allison is coming from, but again, watching what I was 20 years ago when I started to consistently watch. 2001 really was when I started to get into the consistency of it, but obviously the Attitude Era was there when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But to consistently watch her get involved in all the stories, understand what's happening, sort of get the insider stuff, but at the same time still wanting of a result.
Yeah.
It's a unique thing to watch.
It
really is a unique thing to watch. And it's through the eyes of someone who's not a kid. a child, so she's able to truly vocalize how she feels.
Yeah.
She's not sad that her favorite lost. She's pissed. That her favorite lost. So,
Yeah.
but, all right. Okay.
And truth be told, listen. Like I said off camera, I didn't have a problem with him losing. It was the fact that
normally normally you lose the Intercontinental title. Now they're going to push you into something.
Yeah.
So this could be Big E.
This could be him now going to because we'll get to that main event, but he pretty much killed two guys. Who will not be competing with him anymore.
Well, yeah. They could push Big E to
Roman Reigns.
Or they could insinuate they could have another match.
We also again had two African American men on the biggest stage of the world at that moment, and they put on a quality what they were doing. I don't want. First of all, the match wasn't bad for what it was, and honestly,
I did like Drummer King Matt, formerly known as Aiden English.
Yeah,
you posted. Don't have a problem with the match, but you didn't use enough drums, and I agree. You did call it a Nigerian drum match. You maybe use one drum.
And a cymbal.
That was a gong. That was not a cymbal. That was a straight gong. But here's the deal. It looked like a hokey setup, like an AEW idea, but they pulled it off in a way that I didn't see it as that.
Yeah,
I was totally.
Like I said, I only agree with him because I'm like, if you're going to specify to a certain weapon kind of match, you should probably use that weapon at least more than once.
Well, not to mention the fact, I mean, it's like you don't think that scepter that Apollo was carrying wasn't going to possibly also hurt? Like, I mean, you had options here, people. The kendo stick was a little off, but hey, it's wrestling.
It's wrestling. They always use
whatever.
I know them beat that startup, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, no, just start whipping on people, man.
It's like, damn, can I hit you with one of those like that?
That was the hockey fight that nobody wants to see.
Right.
We'll have a bet. I can smack you with a kendo stick.
I got him. I got.
Would you take a shot?
I have actual kendo sticks.
Oh, you gonna take a shot from me then?
My dad might not allow me to use them in that way, but who knows?
All right. Well, we'll find somebody to hit him.
Yeah. No, like I said, I get her anger, I get her frustration, but I also get why they did what they did.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So
sets up good stuff coming after that. So
it also sets up Apollo looking stronger than he is, which is the point of him going heel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
it's a great heel turn for him right
now.
Yeah. All right. The next one, we got Asuka and Rhea Ripley with Rhea beating Asuka. Damn good.
Jesse's the music guy here. I feel like something was wrong with her tone or like tuning.
They were partially lip singing, and that band was not fully playing. That was horse shitly set up.
Yeah.
Guy for concerts.
This does sound like there was some sound.
They were just playing in the background, and then every now and then you would hear her live voice, and then every now and then you can hear their live instruments.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if you're going to have a live band, just let the live band play. I don't know whose decision now. I know people will say it all comes down to Vince. If you allow Vince to make that decision, so like I think some, because he's allowed live bands to play before with no problem.
And you know what it could have been.
Bro, he had Limp Bizkit there. I think he would allow bands.
What it could have been, and I'm not putting any onus on Abby Costello and her band, is that maybe it wasn't a big enough name to really be able to put their foot down on their performance. Limp Bizkit didn't need that performance. Limp Bizkit was one of the hottest bands in the world. It's like, no, you want us to do a crappy performance? We're not doing it. Yeah. Motorhead didn't give a rat's hairy ass at WrestleMania 21. Motorhead, Lemmy's going to look at you and say, "You want me to do something else?" No, I'm just going to have a Jack and Coke down the street. It's just something was off. You could tell. If you've ever been involved in music, bands, anything, you can tell it just wasn't good.
Yeah.
And I feel like it had potential. Rhea, however, this is proof positive that even at 5'7", this bitch is a star. She sold everything perfect. You didn't think about it until the end when your brain had to wait for Asuka to come out.
Right.
And it's just she looked like a star from the get-go.
Oh yeah.
She soaked in because this is her first real WrestleMania. She was so stoked to do it last year.
Yeah.
And then all this shit happened. And now she was there. she showed her emotion.
Oh yeah,
like Bianca did.
yeah.
But she, I don't know, held it better. But she soaked it in.
Like I
Oh
said,
my God, it was so awesome.
like I said, there is a reason why, and again, Jesse said it yesterday, you know, he understands the people that, you know, Cornette likes, and then there's people that Jesse likes.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why you are a star, and there's a reason why you're just another gal on the roster. And whether or not you think you can out wrestle Rhea Ripley is irrelevant. She
just comes off like a superstar.
She is someone that you don't have to use smoke and mirrors to make into a star. Obviously her camera angles help a lot to prove the size strength thing.
Yeah.
He's 5'7", folks. Like, I mean, let's just be honest here.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's 3 inches shorter than me. but the thing is that Rhea Ripley is unequivocally someone that they don't have to give her the warrior treatment.
No.
Everything that she just is, her persona, how she sells herself, is a star.
She looks like a superstar.
Yes, and then you had Asuka, who is just Asuka.
Oh, yeah.
Asuka, Yano never change.
Well, the Asuka and Yano never change.
But I think the best part is Asuka lost, but it wasn't bad for Asuka.
No.
I mean,
no.
Oh my God, that's the best thing.
Asuka was not squashed.
Nope.
But Asuka but Rhea, I should say, was made to look strong.
Yes.
Yeah. The ending. I mean, I was like, okay, boom, 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 and all of a sudden, boom, boom. And I was like, damn.
And also, once again, you see the benefit of single finisher matches.
Yes.
You see the benefit of Rhea just picking up Asuka and dropping her on the back of her damn back. just like
the match really had some pure stiff, brutal moments.
Oh God, was it stiff?
That the fucking back kick from Asuka to her, like she
God.
caught all
Was
face.
it stiff? God almighty.
That was the moment I'm like, well, maybe she can't win because she's knocked the hell out. Like,
bye-bye. But no, both women were fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Both women showed off.
Oh yeah.
Both women, in my personal opinion, are fine. Asuka, if anything, Asuka's tagline is, this wasn't a beatdown. Asuka still, even if she goes up against someone else, they can't look at her and say, well, Rhea beat you. No. Rhea won. She did not beat Asuka. She won the match.
Rhea was.
That was a fight.
Rhea was ready for Asuka.
Yeah.
Now is Asuka ready for Rhea again?
You know
what? There is a chance. I got to be honest with you. There is a chance they did this because Asuka's going to take a break.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Because
they've been giving a lot of breaks to a lot of the pandemic heroes recently. A lot of people have had a chance to sort of just take a deep breath. Because remember, Alexa took that time off in the middle of Randy and the Fiend going back and forth. But, whether it was scheduled time off or whether they asked her, she deserved it because she worked the entire pandemic, basically. Yeah. All of those empty arena shows, everything was just so harsh. So, I mean, they're giving people a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Before we get to the next match, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what the summer looked like. Bayley was a absolute revelation these 2 nights.
Oh my God.
Bayley was great.
Well, it was funny.
She made me actually say, and I quote, I was never so happy to see the Bellas. Because she was so annoying.
She was obnoxious as hell.
It was great.
I just love, it's like when she interrupted the boys in the back and Bears was like, hey, Hulk, you got that book. Yeah, I got that book.
I got that book.
You had to bring it here tonight.
Yeah.
What? Oh, wow.
Here's the thing. Even if that was 100% of a scripted moment, they sold it like they felt so awkward that they literally made it up on the spot.
We got to get out of here.
They were so ready to be like, hey, we got to go. But no, Bayley was the comic relief that we needed over 2 nights.
I know some people were upset that she didn't have a match, but It's like I told people, Bailey will be back in the title picture. At some point, people.
But
she's been on a 2-year, close to 2-year old now.
Yeah,
that's just excellent.
But the thing about it is that if you can't have a match on WrestleMania, but you still have a chance to be a part of the show. I remember when Alexa Bliss did 4 dress changes in one night. Alexa really asserted her presence on that show.
Oh yeah,
without taking over the show.
Oh yeah,
yeah, oh yeah.
So I mean, no, Bailey was everything that I wanted in somebody who was just kind of there, but she did a fantastic job.
Yeah, she had some good interactions with Bianca beforehand.
Yes,
before WrestleMania. So you never know. We got that. You know,
it was good.
That's something that
Bailey was great.
No. Maybe later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Night 2, but Bailey might have been one of the highlights of night 2.
She was excellent.
It was awesome.
She was excellent.
All right.
Yeah, getting beat up. Yeah. We love you, Bella Twins, for that moment.
Like I said, never been so happy to see the Bellas.
I mean,
I'll actually admit that.
Some people were happy to see the Bellas.
I don't need any audio from them. I just gotta look at it.
That's fair.
I mean, that's it.
I'm happy to never see them again. But
and the John Cena line was actually perfectly.
That was actually really good.
It was actually perfect. You think John gets paid for the one mention? Probably, yeah. All right.
I don't. He probably didn't care.
No.
You probably got a good laugh like the rest of us.
Yeah, right.
All right. So, the final match of the night.
Yep.
21 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yep.
A long match. It was a long match.
Yeah.
The triple threat with Roman Reigns, Edge, and Daniel Bryan. And Roman Reigns established himself as
the alpha dog.
Of the table. The alpha. As he took both of them.
I'm gonna be honest.
In both of them.
I'm gonna be honest. I know I picked Edge, but the way it ended, even with Jay coming back, after being knocked out, the way it ended, I'm just like, okay, I'm perfectly fine with this. Roman looked strong, but not in the hokey way that they made him look during his face run.
Yeah,
he looked like the guy who I own this island now. Roman Reigns is a made man. He was a made man before this, without a doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
But you can never doubt his career after last night because it was a great performance on everyone's part.
Oh God,
everyone's part. Edge took you through a wave of emotions that I didn't think he had in him for that night.
Yeah.
Daniel was as technically sound as I think he's ever been on a stage like that. Daniel was great. Like I said, it's like this was a match where I think because of the competitors, whoever won was going to do something with it.
Yeah.
But what last night proved, and I even said, because I asked Jesse before we went off the air yesterday, is the money on the table? And the money, it's not on the table yet to take the belt off of Roman.
Well, all I'll say is
he's still as white hot as anyone in the company. So why not just give it to him? It was great. I loved it.
Yeah. Acknowledge him. Yes. I acknowledge
he is our tribal chief.
I acknowledge you as tribal chief.
To me, what's really astonishing, and also we're on my Twitch right now.
Fantastic.
What's really astonishing to me is because remember, I ended up being right in the end about this.
Yeah.
So like I said, I had saw.
He didn't have the double pin, but
it was crazy. Someone told me like they're actually going to do the double pin. Like when Roman talked about it, I'm like,
put it on camera next time.
Right.
Fair enough.
But after watching Edge and Paul Heyman on Saturday morning, I went, oh shit, something really bad might happen to both DB and Edge.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't realize it didn't happen until I saw him all of a sudden. I'm like, no, he's.
They also allowed the concertos, which I was like,
well, what's funny is
damn.
It's one of the safest take out moves you can do.
It really is.
Because he can always just hit chair in to chair in, never touch your head.
Well, that's what they basically.
You're gonna get rocked from the sound, but you're not gonna get rocked from the actual hit.
Yeah.
But
I definitely get a headache from that.
Yeah. But
apparently Rhino says something about if you hold your breath, you can mute the sound as they come down on you, and then it doesn't hurt as much. So
interesting.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah.
Look, night 2 wasn't But I think, let's be honest, as soon as the fans were live, we all probably were on a high that just didn't allow us to see night one in a certain way. And you know what? Because of the pandemic, because of 2020, I don't think we're ever going to be able to look at night one in a negative fashion because of what it represented. And also the main event. I mean,
and overall, I do have to admit, it was a better show on night one.
Yeah.
Like when you open so slow, which is, hurt the opening of night two very, very badly. How the first two matches went.
Yeah.
I think it's actually quite nice to look at night one, and now when you think of all this in a vacuum, because I always thought, like, man, it's hard not to give night one at least a 4.5.
Oh yeah.
But last time I'm like, the best I could give it is a 3.5.
And I'm okay with that.
I think altogether WrestleMania for me gets a 3.75. And like I said, the only reason it got hurt was because of the first 2 to 3 matches on night two.
I think both nights combined, I'd give it a 4.3.
Okay.
Out of everything.
Okay,
and
that's fine.
Yeah, I 4.5 for.
By the way,
for first night definitely.
Still better than the last AEW pay-per-view.
Oh,
still way better.
Oh,
still way better. That in WWE was better than the last AEW pay-per-view.
So, overall, another WrestleMania is in the books. The second official WrestleMania of our show is in the books. It's kind of a unique feeling there. Jesse, thank you for being here for that. So now we're going to get to a very interesting thing. We have been talking about it. We have been, quote-unquote, booking it. We have been doing all these things. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the night where we will finally crown the proper booking of AEW Spot Monkey Wrestling. We have the entire roster. Leroy has got this down to 2.5 pages.
2.5. No, that's three.
This is essentially three people.
3 pages.
Thank you.
I do have the coaches.
Yes.
On the
but before we get to that, here's what brought us here. We have finally come full circle, and Jesse, I teased yesterday. Leroy knows a little bit about it. Dave Meltzer.
Okay.
Calm yourself.
Be ready for this.
By the way,
Dave
it
Meltzer
doesn't record on this app, but it definitely records on Twitch, so this will be fun.
Dave Meltzer officially.
Before you finish.
Yes.
Dave Meltzer is live on F4W, so this will be even funner. Continue.
Dave Meltzer has officially come out and criticized the booking of AEW.
Oh, holy shit.
Even though the booker of the year came from this show.
So he criticizes the show.
No. Well, let me clarify.
Okay.
He said even if the matches are good, the overall booking flow of the show is not the best. Which, by the way, we've been saying for a year and a half.
Welcome to the rest of the world, Dave Meltzer. Welcome to the rest of the world.
Maybe he's finally listening to us.
Or maybe he's, no. Okay.
Or somebody
Jim Cornette put it in the best phrase possible.
Okay.
Yes, weed is legal in California. But Dave was on a drug that Jesse just detoxed off of, which was hopium.
Yes.
You wanted this to be so good because it was finally an alternative.
Yeah.
That even looking back, you even told me you've gone back to earlier Dynamites and you're like, holy shit, it's the same thing it is now.
Yeah.
The hopium has worn off. For me, it wore off pretty quick, but that was just because who I am is an analytical person, so I'm watching it analytically.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here saying to myself, the hopium has finally worn off. That we have to acknowledge, regardless of if our favorite people are there, regardless of the talent level, the booking of the show is inconsistent, it's schizophrenic, and for some strange reason, it makes no sense and perfect sense all at the same time. And I'm not even kidding. That's not a compliment, that's actually a negative.
It's a super insult, but they deserve it.
It makes sense for what you're doing, being an indie style company. But it doesn't make sense when you're trying to tell me that you're trying to supposedly be the better show. Folks, this is what I've been saying from day one, is that if you go back to the entirety of the Wednesday Night War, from start to, if you watched it in a long episodic clip on, like binge it on Netflix, NXT is a more consistent show from the first night they were on to now moving to Tuesdays.
Yeah.
You can't argue that anymore because the biggest, most influential proponent of them has come out. And by the way, this is the part that still bothers me. He couldn't and didn't mention Tony Khan by name. Couldn't do it.
So before I go on my rant, I would like you boys to say hi to Twitch real quick since they keep asking me. Say hi to Twitch.
What up?
Hey, Twitch.
Turn the computer a little bit more this way.
There we go. There we go.
Darren Court, everybody.
That's Zach and that's Leroy,
All right.
everybody. Hopefully I will have a better camera next
Before
time.
we get to you, Jesse, Leroy, you and I have been talking about this together longer than Jesse. You're obviously able to catch NXT, and you've caught a little bit of Dynamite. But here's my question. Let's just say for prosperity's sake, let's say you've watched a half dozen
For
Dynamites.
prosperity's sake, you make me laugh.
Yeah. Let's just say you've watched a half dozen Dynamites. Okay, let's just use that number.
All right.
Do any of them look different? Seriously.
No. Honestly, every single one I've seen has been about the same.
And by the way, we're not talking 6 straight weeks. We're talking 6 random shows that Leroy's watched over a year of television. A year and a half.
It's the same bullshit. I mean, I watch NXT consistently because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because they give me what I want.
Because it's actually a
But
good
they also
show.
don't give you everything. You accept that some nights are just going to be dull.
Yeah.
On NXT. They're going to be different.
They're going to have some good matches. They're going to set up something for their pay-per-view that's coming
Yeah.
up or for another show. They do a great job of doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole undisputed breakup with
And what a slow burn that was. Holy crap.
and
Don't
that
get
was
me started
boom,
on
boom,
that.
boom. I mean, that was going on for
It was almost a slow burn from the night they debuted. I'm serious.
It's
Go back and watch that.
They
As
want
a-
to
as a-
finish
as a-
it. I
as a
mean,
film.
God.
that's the way it is. But Dynamite, it's like, yeah, I don't want everything thrown into my lap because, as I say, I get sick to my stomach and makes me puke. Yeah, because I'm getting too much at once. It's just like, come on. I
You
mean,
can have too much of a good thing. That's basically the
yeah,
idea.
I mean, I said I watched. If somebody hasn't watched Stone Cold with Jericho on,
yeah.
great. I mean, it was great. But in what Jericho said, it's like having this AEW on, it's a good thing. And Stone Cold said, yes, it's a good thing because it gives more people the opportunity to see more wrestling. And Jericho said on there, there's a handful of people that know how to work in front of the camera.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't.
But the problem that Jesse and I started talking about when Jesse sort of, I guess, converted to my side of the table.
I still defend some stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that I argued with Jesse when he and I were still at war about this was, okay, then that's fine, but stop making a war out of it if you don't have the infantry to go to war with. You had a couple of guys that know how to work on TV, so you had some generals, but you ain't got nobody to follow them because they ain't got a clue what they're doing. These nightmare students are on television weekly, and I'm sitting here like, NXT's got better people sitting in the performance center who ain't going to be on TV for the next 3 years. I'm serious.
Yeah, and they're just not ready. They're preparing for that.
And the crazy part about it is that WWE, maybe to their detriment, last season, the Minnesota Vikings, prime example, were the 4th ranked offense in the NFL. They didn't make the playoffs because their defense was ranked 27th.
Yep.
But part of that was we had a consistent cornerback backfield for many years in Minnesota. Rhodes and Mackenzie Alexander, all 3 left.
Yeah.
Mackenzie's back, but we're talking about last year.
Yep.
All 3 of them were gone, so we started nothing but rookies. Nothing but rookies.
And that was a merry-go-round of that.
Yeah, but the thing is that they got live round chances.
Yes. Yes.
which is beneficial.
Yes.
But here's the thing: when you produce a quality television show and you're in a war. Look, Minnesota knew they weren't winning the Super Bowl last year. They got that, but they built for the future. They figured it out, and they're like, okay, bring them back. They got the experience. Now they got Pat P. That's going to add a tremendous new level to those guys' development. But the thing about it is that here's the deal. WWE, sometimes to their own detriment, may hold people for too long and not give them TV time and then throw them out there. I think that Eva Marie kind of fell in that category, but then we learned after a while she was just shit. But my point is this, is that if they're not ready, then why the hell were you going to war? I'm serious.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
What are you doing going to war with? And by the way, folks, for those of you who don't understand, if you actually look at the belt or if you look at the curve charts, NXT actually through the course of the Wednesday Night Wars, they actually grew an audience. I'm serious. Go check the graph.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
You, AEW, even though you were higher, you trended down for the entirety of the Wednesday Night Wars.
Yeah. And
this is the equivalent of, okay, prime example. This is the equivalent of a local burger place here in, Duluth. If they grow,
let's use A&W since we're in Superior.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
That's
fine.
Yeah.
A&W at one point was big,
Mm-hmm.
but is now we'll call them, the smaller group.
Yeah.
If they trend upwards in a year of sales, they're going to be happy.
Correct.
But if McDonald's as a whole trends down, but still sells 75 billion more burgers than A&W, McDonald's ain't going to be happy because they went down and the competition went up, regardless of the numbers.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, maybe McDonald's at this point is like, we're still going to be better no matter what. But
more people recognize the brand.
Exactly. But the thing about it is that the more recognizable brand got better, you, who supposedly have had the numbers from the get-go and had this core audience, you got worse. There was even a literal 2-month period where Jim Cornette and Brian Last were actually debating if they would ever do the review again. So they didn't review you, and you lost 200,000 people. And then the very next week that the Experience had a review, you got 200,000 people back. There's proof that almost 1/4 of your audience is watching just to listen to a 60-some-year-old fat guy and wherever he lives now shit on you. Folks, people are still liking the words of Cornette so much that he also gains about 1,000 subscribers on just YouTube alone per week, almost every 2 weeks. He's up to 205,000. When I first started consistently listening to the Experience on YouTube, he was at maybe 140,000. So he's gone up almost 60,000 people since the Wednesday Night War started. It's been great for business, but he's trended up, NXT's trended up. You guys have actually come down from the first night. You have. You can't argue that number. By the way, I don't want to hear numbers. I want to see percentages, because that's what sells money here.
Yeah. Well, I don't think when, as I mentioned, I watched the Stone Cold thing last night.
Yeah.
The one thing that Jericho said is, he said he didn't say anything about a war. He goes, "There's not a war."
Yeah.
Which I'm glad he said that. It's another option for people to watch wrestling.
But Jericho,
which is good to say.
But Jericho's not the guy that I care about speaking. The Bucks are who I care about. Kenny's who I care about. Tony Khan got involved in this bullshit.
Well,
Omega,
war.
Jericho talked to Tony Khan first. It was those two talking first. And then brought everybody else in.
But you still made them executive vice presidents.
Yeah.
They still have a live mic. They're still allowed to talk. They didn't go on a radio show and finally say booking is hard until they were a year into this damn thing.
Here's what it boils down to. Because like I said, I could still there are things in AEW I can still defend because I'm stupid. But
well, you're a Jets fan.
And I do
You
enjoy
always
you,
suffering.
talk about that.
You have a long history of back page news as opposed to front page news. Yeah,
Don't get me
I'm sorry
started.
about bringing that up.
Don't get me started on that sadness that I have to watch in 2 weeks. Oh my god. Anyway,
Who they're
this
gonna
is
pick.
what it boils down to. Zach, yeah, with Zach Wilson. If it weren't for 3 people, this would be a better product. If it weren't for a wrestler who I used to believe was the best in the world, who's clearly in the same realm as Seth Rollins, he looks like one of the best. It feels like he's one of the best, but he's probably in top 50. And then the Young Bucks, who I try to get respect for. I really did, because there's respect to be had. Yes, they are one of the first acts without the WWE to get $1 million to earn, be worth $1 million. That's massive.
I'm not taking.
That can't be taken away
said
from
from
them.
day one. I'm not taking. I paid for it.
Well,
I helped it.
But
Buck Hogan there, yes.
there's a big overgrown Nia Jax size butt here,
Like
like huge,
it reminds me
massive
of the ex-wife.
ass butt
It
here.
reminds me of the ex-wife.
They
That's
are
right.
shit.
It's not that big.
They are shit at booking.
Okay.
There's nothing they're shit at booking. So every time I think AEW is doing something really good, I'm watching. Hell, even some of the stuff on Dynamite, I go, I gotta find the producer's notes. You know why? Because they stupidly actually let that leak. Whatever, cool.
Oh.
It's cool. So you actually can see who's doing what.
Yeah.
In every really shit segment, guess what names you always? The Young Bucks. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega.
What was this company supposed to be?
Something
Sports-based presentation, an alternative.
Dude, their own wrestlers
I know.
have now cut promos
Yeah.
saying that is horse shit.
Yeah.
Like Lance is right. Sorry, I keep calling him Lance Archer. It is Lance Archer.
Yeah.
He literally he was
Lance Hoyt.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
He was kind of doing a thing on Twitter, but it's actually like non-kayfabe factual. When was the last time he actually lost a singles match?
Oh wow.
The last person he actually lost to was the former AEW World Heavyweight Champion,
John Moxley.
outside of Cody Rhodes. Those are the 2 people he's
Yep.
lost singles matches to. Why isn't he in the top 3?
Because at the end of the day, Kenny and the Bucks
Oh, our thing
Waited-
kind of fluctuates week to week.
waited their time. They waited until people were not going to be able to say, "Oh, look, we gave ourselves all this," and now they're finally taking it. Because at the end of the day, they prove. And Jesse, I'm not even mad about this. They're just proving it that, especially in the wrestling business, guys got egos.
Oh yeah,
They're finally stroking their own egos.
oh yeah.
That's all it is. And the thing about it is again, what was this company? Sports-based presentation, rankings would matter. We are an alternative to WWE.
You see, we already have that though in pro wrestling. MLW already does that, and they do it better.
Yeah.
They actually keep track of the guys' records, who they lost to, who they've beaten.
But Jesse, remember, while Jericho might have talked to Tony Khan,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the influence on AEW is New Japan.
Yeah.
They're not alternative WWE. They're shitty New Japan. I'm not even joking.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
They are a shittier version of New Japan. Look,
Well,
the faction thing.
They're New Japan level C,
Yeah.
because All Japan is actually good, and then New Japan.
No. Nothing against Noah or All Japan.
Yeah.
But my point is this: the factions in New Japan, while yes, they're there and they're omnipresent, guys can go 6 months without us being a part of chaos.
Yeah.
They can go an entire G1
Oh, yeah.
and no one cares that they're in the chaos.
Guys won't even, unless they tag together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even brought up.
No, yeah, exactly. But this is so poke, laugh out loud funny.
Yeah.
And again, a kid, and that's what he is, was given a wrestling company
Mm-hmm.
because daddy got pissed at Vince for getting a football company when it's like, bro, his games were getting more revenue with a bunch of dudes that no one knew.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of guys they knew.
Well, a couple guys they know.
They were doing better than Jaguars games. on national television.
Yeah, it's.
There's a lot of people that are doing better than them.
I'm just saying in ratings.
right.
The Dallas Cowboys have been ass for years. They're still the
I'm
highest.
about to say they're still one of the highest rated things you'll see on Monday because their fans are just as bad as AEW fans. They're delusional.
Like their owner.
He is the reason they're
I had to say that.
You know what? You mentioned it. They are like the Dallas Cowboys, except they just don't beat WWE ratings.
No.
Well, only smart thing he's doing is he's putting WrestleMania over there next year.
It's one of those things. Like I said, I can defend it, but it also pisses me off to defend it because I don't understand how guys will start building decent stories and then on the national TV platform that you wanted so fucking bad, which is why you almost shitted on New Japan Elite.
Yeah.
Which is why most of you guys outside of Kenny can't even go back.
Yeah.
Hell, Kenny at this point has to like.
But again, it's worth mentioning for probably the 50th time, especially on our show. We've all found out, and this isn't us just once again watching Brian Last and Jim Cornette. You figured this out through your sources.
Yeah.
The Bucks were there because Gato was just like, all right, you come with Kenny. You're part of the package with Kenny. Kenny was the.
I mean, I think really it's even more than Kenny. I think without the Tongans, they're nothing. Because without the Tongans, without the Tongans, do they even get booked to get the championships? No. I doubt it.
No.
If the Tongans don't give their blessing, if Tanahashi doesn't give his blessing, like I don't even think they get that.
No. My biggest takeaway from this now, I guess, revelation of Dave Meltzer, even though let's be honest, he's probably still going to be giving.
Welcome to planet Earth, Dave. It took you fucking 2 years.
Well, he finally came down from all of his 5 stars.
That go to infinity, apparently.
Yeah.
So basically, he's telling everyone he ranks everything very, very low.
Like shit, yeah. But no, here's my point. You are finally at the point that Jesse and I have been talking about for the longest time that a lot of these fans are going to have to get to that, guys, you're not what you think you are. You're all still taking the hopium. You're hoping this gets better. You want it to be better, but it's clouding the judgment that it's not a better show.
Not even close.
It's not better than NXT.
No.
You were just, and by the way, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Random question, Jesse. What if all of the people, just to prove their point, let's take 300,000 AEW fans. You're all going to watch NXT this week. You're not even allowed to switch the channel. They're going to lose. And that's not just a number thing. Yeah. Well, it is a number thing in the sense that you're going to see that you 300,000 are actually the only real 300,000 watching.
Yeah, probably.
This audience was built in from the get-go. The Cowboys and the Yankees could suck for 50 years straight. The Jets, you guys had the fireman.
Yeah.
He was going to be a Jets fan if they were 0-16. He was going to chant Jets, 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 Jets if they were 0-16. But that's the AEW crowd. I'm not saying Vince doesn't have that built in. But Vince has 50-plus years of cachet with people. Yeah. That's why he deserves that built-in recognition. Jerry Jones has 5 Super Bowls. Yeah. Guys, you have nothing but a banner that says, we're still on Wednesdays. It's not even you won the war. You're just still on Wednesdays. NXT got moved because the NHL is still going to bring in more ratings than NXT.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're going to take NASCAR over NXT. That's just fact. Sorry, that's how it works.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what anybody else wants to say. That's how it works. That's what's going to happen. And now you have to actually eat the crow worse than Jesse because you had a national platform, Mr. Meltzer.
Way worse than me.
And by the way, what's wrong with just coming out and saying that it's a Tony Khan issue? That Tony Khan is not listening to an Arn Anderson. He's not listening to a Billy Gunn. He's not listening to Jake the Snake. He's not listening to Jerry Lynn of all people.
Stupid.
Yes. This is proof positive that, and again, I'll steal Jim's line because more people need to know about it. This is, and I quote, a child with life-size action figures who's booking like he can book whatever he wants and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it.
Oh.
Your shit don't make sense. It just stinks. Your tag team division could be one of the most talented tag team divisions in all of wrestling, but it's booked like a bad hockey fight between peewee players.
That's facts.
I think my kids.
Supposedly, Jesse he has said one of the top 50 or top 20 wrestlers in the world is in this tag team division, and he's booked like Kevin Thorne in the WWE.
Oh my God.
CW.
Oh my God.
My children.
And tell me I'm wrong. That's a revelation. That's not you angry. That's a revelation, Jesse.
That's actually really sad to think about, but yeah. Poor Kevin Thorne.
Hey, my kids can do better at my mom's house. In their 2 rings. They have more fun.
I don't want AEW gone.
Oh.
I want AEW to realize that if you want to be here, because here's the deal. A year on television, while it's a milestone, fine, hang that banner. I don't care.
Yeah.
Vince has been on TV for about how long now, Leroy? When did the WWF become a national television thing?
Oh, God. That was...
Probably the 80s.
80s. Yeah.
So 40 years. If you want to last that long, if you want to be around long enough for Cody Rhodes to leave you and go run for the Senate of Georgia in only 5 years.
That thought is not good. Because, like, think of, outside of just him running for Senate, because think about it.
Who's running for Senate?
Cody Rhodes
Cody's
is
thinking
saying
about
in the
running
next
for
5
state
years,
Senate.
he'll be done with wrestling and he wants to run for Senate of the great state of Georgia.
Listen,
Cody, don't just. You're not your daddy. Just no. Dusty would win on the
here's
line
my
for that.
thing overall.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
go ahead.
On Cody leaving. He's the only person that's going to save this shitty company. Well, I just call it a shitty company, even though I'm the one who defends it. But he's the only. He's the only one
to be fair, Dark and Elevation seem like they're miles in another direction.
It really does.
It's the same ring, it's the same roster, but it feels like it's on a different planet.
Yeah, it feels like it's a whole different world.
Oh my God!
Like I said, what I don't understand, is if you're Cody, I don't know how you don't go yell at your friends and be like, listen. We take, even from their own fans, by the way.
Yeah.
We take entirely too much heat on this booking.
Yeah.
So we have to change things up because this is not good.
No.
He's the only one that actually listens.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's actually grown up.
Let me just.
By the way, working for WWE overall didn't hurt him.
No.
Even though he acted like a petulant child for like 4 or 5 years.
You know what? Okay. Let's just run down a few things here,
Okay.
shall we?
Okay.
Before we get to the proper booking of AEW, which is going to be us in less than 20 minutes. But anyway, let me just explain a few things. And let me and should I put a disclaimer on it, or should I say the disclaimer after I say the things? Your guys' choice. Should I?
Let's put a disclaimer on it.
Before?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Here's the disclaimer. This is all real shit that's happened on AEW Dynamite.
It's true.
Now to the actual things. You get arguably the biggest, baddest, hottest heel in the business after a comeback from back surgery and a damn good G1 run.
Yeah.
And he's in there with Joey Janela, the bad boy.
The bad boy.
And Sonny Kiss, who, even though we got a great story from Darren, is not the level that Archer was at that time.
No.
But he works with them week after week, and apparently to beat Joey Janela, he has to have a handgun and 3 steak knives, all in Joey at the same time, but he can't beat Cody and Moxley with his finisher?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? You
that laid a big stinker there.
You had built-in booking for 4 to 5 years of heat. Fuck the Revival was the #1 trending thing on being the elite for what, 17 episodes?
Yeah.
Somebody made a highlight video of just Cody yelling "fuck the Revival." This is real.
It got over for some reason.
Oh, it got over.
How many times have we said that word today?
Too many.
All right.
But
sorry,
anyway,
YouTube. Sorry, I don't know.
Well, this is an actual, like, we're saying their name.
Plus, as long as you tell them that this was not made for children, we're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I did. Hey, we got 3 people watching.
But hey.
Holy crap.
But hey, let me explain this.
Okay? Yeah, I did it in my Twitch feed, so people came up.
Sweet. So anyway, here's my point. Here's my point. You had 4 or 5 years of built-in booking, and you gave us one match that went 29 minutes and they lost clean. Clean.
Yeah.
Clean. After 5 years of buildup, you didn't even try to get a better number out of this.
Yeah, no.
Number 3, you took Matt Hardy, and instead of trying to revive what WWE couldn't, mostly due to TNA's lawsuit, that's not even WWE's fault.
I know it wasn't.
Yeah.
You got the ability to use what was the hottest gimmick on the Indies wrestling, not even just Indies wrestling, but just wrestling in general, was Broken Matt Hardy.
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah.
And it led to the final deletion, which we all remember the letter that was sent to Brian about all the crappy production, all the bullshit, all the crazy, stupid, gimmicky crap they did.
Yep.
So you shit on so you shit on possibly one of the best things you could have done. And it's because, once again, Kenny and the Bucks are focused on themselves, and they were just waiting and biding their time to say to everyone, look, we didn't book ourselves as the elite, but now we're the elite. What? Number 4, you are able to grab some of the best young talent that no one has seen, and they're pitched to the American audience as if they were already over. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Darby Allin is in no way a star to the American people when he first gets on AEW.
Oh, yeah.
But everyone treated him like he was walking in the second coming of Chris Jericho. Nobody knew who Darby Allin was. Nobody cared because no one knew.
I had no idea who it was.
And then, also, the disclaimer, this is all real stuff. Then Cody Rhodes becomes a champion. The one guy who's supposed to know what he's doing does what he's supposed to do, makes himself a star, and he has matches with absolute nobodies. They weren't even signed to AEW.
Nope.
Yeah.
86 wrestlers. And you faced Warhorse, nothing against the guy, but he wasn't even signed after that match.
There's a reason why.
It's well, first off,
These are all real things. And then
I actually forgot that they actually brought Darby Allin in as a star, but if you didn't know shit about him from the indie scene, you're like, who the fuck is this kid?
And then one of the most egregious things that happened in the first 4 weeks of Dark, and I'm sorry, Jesse, but I got to poke a hole in this.
Sure.
On Dark, you had Joey Janela versus the supposed best wrestler in the world, Kenny Omega, in a hardcore match.
Correct.
On your YouTube show.
Correct.
And then the next week, Joey Janela cuts a promo that says, hey, Ray Phoenix, I'm going to take you out. And then Ray Phoenix is on Dark the next night getting hurt. Shouldn't have worked Dark. He's booked in a match next week.
Yeah.
And Brandy Rhodes, I forgot about Brandy.
Sir. It's the chief brandy officer.
I'm not going to say it.
I think I need to
And then, hold on, Brandy tries not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4, not 5. Cue the LeBron James clip.
You know what?
To just be on television.
That didn't work out for LeBron either. So,
but then let's go to the New Year's Eve show.
Yeah.
The New Year's show.
Yeah.
You booked a women's championship match. And your challenger was not on the show. And why was she not on the show? Not because of a personal family issue. Not because of an injury. Not because of travel restrictions. Not because of a pandemic.
Because of a dumbass.
Because Joey Ryan from Bar Wrestling had already booked her for this show. Joey Ryan is a stain on the wrestling business that I never want to hear from again, but I keep hearing from him because he tried to wrestle at a women's charity show. That was something that was hilarious. You didn't hear this?
No.
Okay, Jesse. There was a poster.
Oh
There was a poster that appeared on the internet one day in Knoxville, Tennessee. Wrestling for Women's Charity. Brian Cage was on the damn poster.
Oh my God.
Along with a bunch of other prominent people. And in the little teeny tiny corner, not shitting you, was a picture of Joey Ryan. This got pulled so quickly.
I saw it too.
That nobody remembers it. But Jesse, you want to know the best part? Somebody did some digging. The email address that set up the show was Joey Ryan Bar Wrestling.
Oh.
This is all real information. But anyway, Joey Ryan, let's go back to that night, okay? Mainly before Joey became the biggest pariah possibly in the world.
Yeah.
God, I hope he just falls off a map. Anyway, Joey Ryan is running Bar Wrestling. Fine, whatever. You call up Joey Ryan, and Jim Cornette gave a realistic number.
Mm-hmm.
You write him a $2,500 check. That is way more than, no offense to Chris Statlander, but it's more than she would have added to that gate.
Yeah.
And you hand it to Joey, say, hey, this is for your talent.
Yeah.
And then Chris Statlander is on that night.
Yeah.
And what's even more egregious, Jesse, is they announced live on Dynamite that they were allowing her to be a part of her already previous obligation, and we will have the match next week. That ended up being an abortion. We're not going to go into it, but it's just one of those scenarios where, for the love of Christ, you didn't even lie. You didn't even come up with... You love backstage abortion segments.
Yes,
you
I
love
do.
afterbirth placentas. But
Yes,
you
I
couldn't
do.
make up a reason why Chris Statlander was out for one.
No. You're mad at the wrong thing. You're mad at the wrong thing.
What am I missing here?
She shouldn't have been wrestling for Joey Ryan when you had a show still to book for her. I don't care what Joey Ryan's doing. I'm paying you more than what Joey Ryan's paying you.
I agree.
I don't care about Joey Ryan.
I agree.
Joey Ryan signed to Impact. I don't care about Joey Ryan. You wrestle for me.
Yeah.
You bring your butt here. And if Joey has a show next week and I don't need you, go for it.
Fine, whatever.
But I need you this week.
It was at that moment that I realized that eventually Tony Khan is going to have to realize that these contracts of letting people work every other place, they're not going to work to the level that you want it to.
Mm-hmm.
Vince gets a lot of crap for signing guys and keeping them under his umbrella. But folks, if they get hurt, at least it was under his umbrella.
True.
He can write something to fix it.
True.
If they're hurt on someone else's show, Vince looks like an idiot because now he has to scramble to fix it, and he can't make up a story because they got hurt somewhere else and everybody knew about it.
Yeah.
You have fallen into every trap that you said you weren't going to fall into. And Jesse's got a point. Tonight is the Raw after WrestleMania. It's always a big night. But this coming week, it's the after WrestleMania cuts that we always hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, Jesse made a good point. By the end of the summer, 86 could be 40. You're going to have to cut half these guys. Because you know what? I don't care how rich you are, the money's going to run out at some point. And Daddy's going to pull the plug on half of your dream here,
Because
buddy boy.
the biggest issue is that they're overpaying all of them.
Pretty sure Joey Janela's making 6 figures.
Joey Janela isn't worth my 2 nuts. Now, don't get me wrong. That's a joke, Joey. I'd give you 2 big bags of chips and a pop. I'm sure you work for that. Because you're Joey. You're the bad boy.
Oh, he probably worked for a dozen donuts.
I mean, we got him right here.
He'd work for a bus ticket home.
Oh, we can get you that. Because once you're done getting beat up, you can surely go home. But you're overpaying these guys. Now you brought in former WWE guys.
Who are clearly overpaid. But you take the money.
I'm sorry, didn't you say you weren't going to work with over-the-hill people? WWE brings in too many legends and doesn't build the... Interesting. Interesting that a couple of your biggest stars are what? Former WWE
Oh, and hold on.
guys.
Oh, and hold on. TNT is going to let us do our thing. Yeah, that stopped about 2.5 weeks ago. You got that all for about a year. Now that you're in this extension that someone gave you is no longer there, these other people are like, well, we're stuck with you for 4 years. We're in charge. And you're learning that, you know what? Vince McMahon is not the most powerful person. USA has more of a say.
Yes, they do.
Fox has more of a say.
Yep.
Folks, you are now learning what Vince McMahon has known for 30 years.
Yeah.
You're now getting that he has not always been the problem. He's just been the figurehead of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. This, as I print out the roster, more than a page and a half of just the males, 1 page for the ladies.
Yep.
Of the roster. That's a lot of freaking people.
Okay. Before we start booking, so
By the way, weren't they also supposed to have one of the better women's divisions, as I was originally told?
no. Let's spend a few minutes on that. You told us you were.
Wait. Do I have to?
Yes.
No.
You told us you were.
Whoa.
It's on the last sheet.
What?
Red Velvet's actual name is Stephanie Cardona?
Yeah.
That's Matt's wife?
I don't know if there's a relation there. Because I know Matt.
No.
Do some research.
No. Hold on.
Maybe a
Because
family member.
remember, he was dating
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
That's right.
So no. But anyway, so here's the deal. You told us that women's wrestling would matter. You told us rankings would matter. Lie.
Dude, you may maybe have like 20 women on your roster. I didn't even fucking know that. They have almost 90 people on the roster. Maybe 20 of them are women.
Yep.
Yeah. She's engaged to a former fellow professional wrestler, Wes Briscoe.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Good for Wes. But
Yeah, I like Wes.
folks, not only that, let's just look at the people who are just also working with you. You are currently signed to 2 of the best women in the goddamn world
you
are on your roster.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Guys, and then you have Jade Cargill, who I'm not.
I was going to say that. Sorry, somebody that we're still trying to get on the show.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Are we anywhere closer to getting her on the show?
Abby.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to Eric.
I'll have to
And
talk
actually,
to-
Jade's not her girl. That's Penelope.
That's Penelope
I know.
before.
That's
Talking
Penelope
about
Pit
crappy-
Stop. Anyway.
crappy-
Anyway,
Abby, we would love to have
you
you.
really would. But here's the deal.
You want to get Pit Stop on here?
She can beat me up all she wants.
That's all right.
But we have to have the discussion.
Anyway, so here's the deal. Now we get back to the worst division in all of professional wrestling exists in your company.
Yeah.
Fact.
Facts.
Not a lie. You signed 86 people at one point, and you used maybe 24 of them consistently. And I'm even counting Dark. Dark might make it 40, so maybe we're up to half the roster.
Maybe.
You need to understand. Folks, Dark's got all of their friends' jobs, and they work 1 night a week. Some of them are literally sitting in catering.
This is
Sounds very familiar to another company that you said you weren't going to be
sounds very familiar to a certain company up there. I believe in like New York and Connecticut.
somewhere around.
I believe they're owned by people that you said you disliked, disrespected your dads, and all this other whatever.
Well, anyway, but no, Jesse. Here's my thing.
If I was Triple H, I would tell Vince I would be open to working with them just to save the wrestlers from themselves. Like, I'll be open to working with you because I don't need you.
Well, but this is proof positive that.
But I'd make more money.
Has
using
anyone,
you.
and I'm serious, has anyone been more vindicated than Vincent Kennedy McMahon? I'm serious, because here's the deal. Number one, he never gave you real competition. He gave you his C show.
True.
And that was more of a jab at you to see what you had. And after about 6 months, he realized nothing changed and was like, screw it, I don't care anymore. Also, it once again proves that for all the years and for all the wrestlers and for all the producers and all the creative who said Vince never saw the vision, Vince never got it, Vince is crazy, Vince McMahon, for better or for worse, has put stuff on TV that has kept him on TV.
True.
Folks.
True. It's just facts.
Folks, Vince McMahon says no more than he says yes.
Yep.
There's a goddamn reason for it. Because Vince McMahon has been in this business for 50 plus years.
That's factual.
He changed the game. He brought it from a regional territory world to the grandest of all stages, a worldwide audience.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put the wrestlers in charge because this is what happens. The inmates cannot run the asylum.
You can't put certain wrestlers in charge. They need to have some actual.
But here's the sad part. You think the Bucks are actually saying no to anybody?
Oh,
no, somebody comes to them and says, that's what we're doing tonight. And they're like, good, go for it. Do it. And it's like, really?
And this is, like I said, my biggest problem with Tony Khan. That's you and your daddy's money. As much as I would, and
it's
I
the
get
Bucks money now.
As much as a fan of like ECW and the old school, I am as well. Like the whole arcade thing. I was like, sure, we can do it, but it's opening. Yeah. It's opening. You literally have 20 minutes. So I hope you guys and the producer can put it together in 20 minutes, because if it's not put together in 20 minutes, we will call your shit off.
All right, folks, we're going to do things a little bit different here. So,
what are we gonna do?
Leroy.
What's next?
Leroy, I'm going to give you the choice.
Oh, shit.
What do you want to book for 6 weeks? The tag team division, the singles division, or the women's division? What do you want to book for 6 weeks? We got time. We got all the time in the world to book this crap.
Oh my god, I don't want to touch the women's.
Okay, so do you want the tag team division, or you know what? I'll be fair.
I'll do the tag.
No. I want to give it to Jesse, because Jesse, not only is your guy Chucky there, but you've been very complimentary of this division for a long time.
It's one of the best.
So
not well booked, but one of the best divisions.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll take care of the women, since clearly not that. I'm gonna give.
I could do the women's.
Okay. How about this, Leroy? We'll all book the singles.
Okay.
Jesse and I will handle the tag team and the women's, but you can have your input on the heavyweight division. Is that okay?
I'll do the heavy. Well, I'll work on the heavy in the mid. I mean.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so 6 weeks of television. Are we opening with a women's match, a tag team match, or are we opening with a singles match?
Open with a single.
Okay, so singles match. 6 weeks of television. Give me two people that you think not only would the fans of AEW want to see, but are possible stars in the making. Somebody just okay. You know
what? That's easy. It would be Hangman Adam Page, and
can we go big? Can I just say Hangman versus Pac? Can we just start with that?
Yeah.
Can we start with that?
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How long and who wins?
How long the match?
Remember, we're on Dynamite. We're not on a pay-per-view. This is Dynamite. Okay. We have 6 weeks of this. I know. Leroy's about to throw up in his mouth.
I know.
Somebody write this down so we know so we can be consistent on this.
I was about to say, you guys have pins. I'm letting you guys write it.
Well,
I know. I got to find another pen.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Here,
who
Jesse,
win?
there
we go.
All right. So
first of all,
it's a 2-hour show.
2-hour show. I wish it was 3.
Yeah, use this one. Use this one.
Well, I got one right here.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. First match of AEW Dynamite has been announced. It is Pac versus Hangman Adam Page.
I know. I got to find him on here. That's the bad part.
Yeah, just write it on the side. It's fine. All right.
I turn the sheet over.
All right. So, Leroy, this is your match. You're the producer.
Well, for that one, that's thinking.
Is this a one-off, or do you want to actually build these two? Is this just a match to get the crowd hyped? Is this an opening contest, or is something going to happen where we're going to set up Pac versus Hangman?
Or are we doing an afterbirth?
No, we have to clarify placentas.
No afterbirth.
No afterbirth.
No,
okay.
I think they could go more than one time.
Okay.
I mean, honest to God, I think they're both good.
Okay, so based on how
Pac is established
as the bastard. Now, okay, we're using the bastard. Yes. So does the bastard Pac own Hangman, or does Hangman get like a weird sort of victory where Pac makes a mistake out of frustration? This is crucial to the consistency.
Yeah, I'll see that Page does squeak out a win, probably about I'd say about 7 to 7.5 minutes. I mean, not much.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we're really pulling Pac back a little bit here. I actually like that early on. I like that.
I don't think it should
Jesse,
go more,
Jesse, is 7 minutes okay with
10
you?
minutes.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it should
You
be
know
under
what?
10
Well,
minutes.
with these two, let's push it to 12. Remember, we are
think
on
12?
TV. Yeah.
We can get 12 minutes?
Let's do 12.
So we're going to
12
go through a commercial break.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No. All right.
Yeah,
All right,
12
yeah.
minutes.
Okay, I'm okay with that. We got
Page with the win.
Okay. All right. So we're 12 minutes in. We have about 120 minutes of TV time. We're not going to get too delved in the numbers, but that's the idea. Okay. So now, Jesse, next segment. What do you? Are we doing another singles? Are we going to throw a promo in there? What's the plan here for this next segment?
We do a promo.
Okay.
We do a promo. We do backstage.
All right.
We do Cody Rhodes.
Okay. All right. So notice, so folks, while these guys and I continue to book, I want to sort of have almost like a director commentary over this.
Sure.
Notice we're using people that not only are established to the AEW audience that we're already using, but they're pretty recognizable to the casual wrestling fan.
Yes.
Because at this point, if you don't know who Hangman Adam Page is, it's pretty hard to not know who
So
he
Yeah.
is.
are we keeping the champions that we have that are right
We're not at that
now?
point yet. We're not at that
Or
point yet.
we haven't crowned any dumb champions or anything, or no?
No. This is 6 weeks based on where we're at now. We're gonna take what's already been there and we're going to try to fix it.
So the current champions are
Kenny Omega,
Ken-
Darby
Darby
Allin,
Allin,
and the Bucks.
the Bucks, and then of course Hikaru Shida.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right. So Cody Rhodes.
So promo Cody Rhodes.
What's the promo about? What's Cody doing?
He's calling out Kenny's behavior.
Okay.
Technically, he is his boss.
Yep.
So Cody Rhodes calling
Out Kenny.
out
Is he-
Kenny.
Is he going to go from that boss angle against him and stuff like
He
that?
will play the babyface boss.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I like that.
I do like that.
One thing I will give Cody, he's a hell of a babyface.
And the one thing,
Oh, yes.
and Jesse, I'm gonna also be the guy in the creative room that says, let's just let Cody talk, and then we'll just let the camera die.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're about to say, well, let Cody talk. I'm not even going to write his promo for him.
It is now.
We'll let him do it.
It is now time for a tag team match,
All right, fair.
and we're gonna take. We're not gonna look up records because that's too much right now.
I'm about to say,
We're
waste
gonna-
your time.
We're gonna take the best friends.
Okay,
No Orange Cassidy.
fine with me.
This is a
Yeah.
match where we're going to take the best friends, and you know what? Screw it. We're going to take the best friends. We're going to take SCU.
Okay.
Kazarian and Daniels are still on their little
Winning streak. If they lose,
If they lose,
break up.
yeah, okay. So, I'm just going to say this. You know what? I'll give it 15 minutes. We'll go through a
Okay.
break. I'm going to allow the best friends to eat this, but I'm going to let Chucky eat it.
Okay.
We're going to let Chucky eat it. Best friends lose.
Chris
SCU's
Daniels
got
gets
it.
a pin.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll do a CD pin
Yep,
over
yep.
Chucky, and that's okay.
Yep.
Chucky eating the pin is not a big deal in this one.
So now
Chucky.
I'm thinking we're gonna okay. So now let's go to another singles.
Okay.
Let's go back to a singles thing here.
Okay.
Before we get to our main event slot, we're still kind of in the first hour of TV. We've got time.
Yeah.
Let's go to a singles here. Leroy, give me a singles match.
A singles match?
Yep. Yeah, just give me just find some people on the roster here.
All right. Let's see here. Let's do.
It is hard when once again they haven't even
when you
featured
start
him.
looking at every single person. Honestly, let's skip Jungle Boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Singles. I mean,
Okay.
just because
They actually have been kind of pushing him as a single.
Yeah.
So okay. Can I suggest can I get Jungle Boy versus Colt Cabana?
Sure.
Possibly setting up something with Dark Order and Jurassic Express.
Okay.
I think like you something, you think like me something, because I looked at Colt Cabana possibly.
Okay.
I think, yeah, Jungle Boy and
Okay.
Colt Cabana. Yeah.
Sort of two face factions right now, but we can turn that. Jungle Boy, in my opinion, the whole Jurassic Express needs to stay face right now. So we're gonna
Yes.
so we're gonna be turning the Dark Order a little bit here.
Go back. They're going back to heel.
Yeah, and we're establishing that. So are we establishing Jungle Boy ekes one out and Colt's angry, or does Colt win because of outside interference?
Colt wins because he cheated.
Okay.
Yep.
Because if you're turning them heel,
Yeah,
you have to have an action to turn them heel.
Well, but you could also argue that you could maybe turn around and say, hey, we'll give Jungle Boy a win the first week, and then next week we can finally turn them heel. We just plant a seed. But no. We'll go with it.
I think Colt Cabana winning, cheating wise, whatever.
Okay.
Doesn't fully turn them, but it gives them that.
So how many segments are we in at this point?
So we got one match,
two matches,
three matches,
a
and a promo.
promo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about 4 segments in. All right.
Gotta do a promo next.
Okay. So next promo to me.
Gotta get the women involved.
I was going there. Give me Vicky and Nyla.
Okay.
Vicky's actually really good on the mic.
She is.
Let's have we need to have Vicky. I don't care what she does. Let's have Vicky just build up that Nyla has never really been given the opportunity, that you've wasted this, and somebody needs to go talk to that star boy up in the offices, Omega.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't say Omega, but she says maybe on a star.
Yeah.
Because see, that's a promo I could see Vicky delivering.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I could see Vicky coming up with some space thing to just say about Omega.
No doubt.
In my opinion.
No doubt about it.
Okay, so then I think let's go right into a women's division match.
Okay.
I'm okay with this. 2 women division in a row.
Nothing wrong with that.
Can I just you guys will obviously, everyone's got to keep everyone accountable here. Give me Statlander. You know what? Screw it. I'll say it. Give me Statlander versus Ty Conti.
Okay.
Both women look great. There's potential here.
A lot of potential.
Now, there's 2 girls I always go back and forth.
Ty Conti.
Is she in the Dark Order?
So she kind of has a Hangman Page relationship.
Got it. Okay. So this is Ty on her own. There's no Dark Order. You know what? Honestly, let's start.
Leaving WWE in this case was the best thing that ever happened.
Right. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna flat out clean center of the ring in a 12 to 13 minute, but yet dominance by Statlander victory.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Statlander the victory here for and fairly dominant fashion.
Okay.
All right.
Tay doesn't have much going on there. About how much time are we in at this point?
So the 13-minute that I gave Jungle Boy and CC. Did we say 10? I wrote 10.
That seems fair.
Yeah, we can do 10 minutes on that.
Already we've been able to fit more segments in the first hour than I think that they've ever done.
We would now be over that first hour.
Okay.
I think, we'd get into our second hour on that.
Okay, so we're now in the second hour.
This would be about an hour and 10 minutes, yeah.
Okay, give me a short little, by short, I mean, give me a short little Hikaru Shida in the ring promo.
Actually, you know what we do?
And then can I get...
After Statlander win, Hikaru Shida comes out.
Okay. We can continue with the women's situation.
Yeah.
Slight stare down.
One thing I actually give Paul Heyman a lot of credit for. If I have 2 hours and I'm building my women's division, if I can put them all in the same 20 minutes and make it work, do it. Okay,
so Statlander, Hikaru, little stare down.
Yeah.
Nothing really.
That's Statlander's leaving.
Yeah. Okay. We'll give Hikaru the mic. We'll make it short. This is one of those times where even though it's happened 1,000 times,
give her a couple minutes.
We'll give her a couple of minutes, but then let's have Vicky and Nyla just walk out, and then Hikaru just kind of stops awkward.
The interruption.
Yeah, the interruption, but no words are exchanged.
Gotcha.
This is just kind of planting the giant seed.
The stare down.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so now we've got about 50 minutes left. Give me the Pinnacle and give me Inner Circle.
Okay.
But give me Santana Ortiz versus
FTR.
FTR. This is the one time where I kind of want to ignore what's already happened because I want to show you how you could do this. Let's just say FTR wipes the floor with Santana Ortiz.
I just wrote LAX because that's how I was.
Yeah, it's fine. They wipe the floor with them. It's a straight squash. You guys pick the time, but we're just gonna squash it.
We'll do if it's a squash 6-7 minutes.
Yeah.
not
Okay.
counting-
Okay. So we're literally just gonna squash this.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 40 minutes. Give me a 30-minute match.
Are we throwing in there something for the main event?
No. We got about 45 minutes left. So now we're gonna do 45 minutes of the main event picture. So now give me a 20-minute match with main event, and then we'll do like a 20-minute promo style afterbirth thing that I think we could fit in my opinion. Remember, commercial breaks are obviously going to be a thing.
What do we want to be the main event? So if we're looking at the main event picture, it's clearly Kenny, John Moxley, Eddie Kingston.
Hear me out. Give me Machine Gun versus Eddie.
Okay.
Give me Carl Anderson versus Eddie Kingston. We can get 15 minutes out of that.
Easily.
Well, is he officially on the roster?
Yeah.
Or are they officially on the roster?
Shit.
They are.
We can't do Eddie. Eddie's hurt. So we'll do Machine Gun versus John.
I'm okay with that. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm okay.
I forget he's legitimately
right.
hurt.
Yeah. Okay. So since I'm saying Machine Gun and they're kind of rebirthing this, can I get 15 minutes out of Machine Gun pretty easily here?
15 with John and Machine Gun, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So give me 15 minutes out of the Machine Gun. We're gonna move a little quicker in the later weeks, but what I want to do right now is this is my setup for my pay-per-view. Because basically my plan here is, folks, we're taking a little more time in week 1 to establish our plan, but the next few weeks we're gonna kind of just run through because we're setting up our pay-per-view. This is my pay-per-view setup.
Gotcha.
Okay. So all right, we got 15 minutes of that. Let's say Kenny. Who's going over, Moxley or Machine Gun?
Machine Gun because of Kenny and Gallows interference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. No Lucha Brothers because they haven't belonged in this thing from the very get go. I don't know why. Okay. Bucks are obviously involved, so they're gonna come out. 10 minutes. What am I at now? I got 20 minutes left in the show.
No. So
with
if
commercials,
we do that 15 minutes with commercials. You're talking about probably 15 to 10 minutes left
in the show.
10 to 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then perfect. Then it's just Kenny and the Bucks doing whatever they want to do. Talk. Try to build. Okay. Let's just say it's Kenny saying "Welcome back," yada yada, whatever. Just Kenny Omega doing some promo where he's welcoming the Bucks back in the fold. And
here's what we can do, since we already had Cody call out Kenny. Let's bring Cody out.
Okay.
Cody comes out to help.
How much? No. No beatdown. The Bucks come out. Kenny's welcoming them back for about 10 minutes. So Cody's got about 5 minutes here. I'm gonna give Cody about 5 minutes to establish something here.
Well, because remember, we already had him cut the promo.
But now
after the first match.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm saying I'm only gonna give him 5 minutes to establish something outside in the ring.
To me, it would only make sense story-wise at that point to just have him go ahead and go out to help, because they're clearly going to try to beat down Moxley again.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Apparently, Moxley now just likes to get beat down in his angles in America.
Yeah, it's very
There we go.
all right, so we have established week 1 of television. The second week, I think we need to have the Best Friends lose again.
Okay.
I think we need to have Hikaru involved in
a beatdown angle where Nyla beats her up.
Yeah. Let's have Statlander Saber, because I think at this point Statlander's involved.
Hell, turning this into a triple threat ain't the worst idea.
No. What else am I missing for? What do we do for single here?
So we had
What else do we do for singles here?
Paige and Pac.
Okay.
Bastard Pac. We got that.
So let's do Paige now versus Penta.
Okay, I'm okay
Paige
with that.
versus Penta.
Yep.
This time
we'll allow for an afterbirth because I'm going to allow Pac to have a moment here.
Okay.
But I've got Hangman going over still.
Okay.
So it's going to be a moment where, but let's not put any dissension in Death Triangle at this point yet.
Well, no.
Like, okay, so we're fine there. All right. So how many segments have I already covered? And I've already made sense of everything. We're not timing them anymore.
Yeah. So
how many segments have I already made sense of?
We've gotten 3 now for next week.
Right.
Covered from last
I'll let you
week.
guys pick the next segment that we go to, because now that we've established things where they are on the show, I'm not too concerned. That's only week 2.
So, after Paige and Penta, we can do something with Kenny, Cody, and Moxley.
Do you want that to be early? We're
not timing it, so no, I'm just kind of.
But
We're going to
okay.
start from the beginning.
Well,
to the end.
no, Leroy.
I would
What I'm
probably
saying
put it
is-
in the middle.
But at this, okay, that's fine. But we also have to still establish that that's still the main event scene, but it's going to be the show. Okay, yeah, perfectly fine.
All right.
Okay, so what? All right, so what do you guys want to do now?
Even though Cody stupidly took himself out of the main event picture, I
Right.
put it back
Well,
in there.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we
all
gotta
right,
put
so
it back
now
Where he belongs. I just realized I talked outside the mic. I am sorry.
I'll still pick up a little
Cody-
bit,
All right.
can I? All right. Yes or no from you guys? Can I get Cody versus Gallows?
Yeah.
Can I get Cody versus Gallows?
Okay.
Yeah, that could be a
Okay.
that could be a main event match right there.
Okay. I really don't want much physical interaction between Omega and Cody right now. That's what I'm trying to avoid until maybe week 4.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to avoid.
And that could end the show there too, couldn't it? Or no?
Well, no. Take us to the end of the hour because we're in the middle of the show.
Okay. All right.
So let's just have that go to the end of the hour. So cross that out. What's the next? What's left? How many more segments we got to do in here?
So we got to feel probably at least close to another hour. So we do something with
What's
Jericho and MJF.
Okay.
Let's do a promo. Let's do a taped because these can go for like 5 minutes. Let's do a taped promo.
You want 2 tape promos?
Like we'll combine them of MJF and Jericho talking about Pinnacle versus Inner Circle.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. I'm okay with that. We don't need any physicality.
No physicality.
I'm sure that our tag team match last week teased enough physicality.
Yeah.
Didn't really create enough physicality.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with here.
Um,
What else we got?
Were you doing anything with Jungle Boy this week or no?
yes.
Yes.
So
Do you want a backstage segment with a
So
with
what
Dark
we will
Order?
do now is we will book, because this is always a great way to do
Can
heel.
I get Jungle Boy versus 5?
No. What we do is we do the big guy, Luchasaurus, and that little piece of shit, Marco Stunt, against Evil Uno.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. I actually like
And
that.
then
So-
that way, now when we want to do the heel turn, now we can have Dark Order come out and beat them all up.
Okay. So this is gonna be a beatdown angle.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay.
And then the DQ,
We can
beat
give.
down and go.
I can give 20 minutes to that.
This is,
Yeah.
by the way, only the second afterbirth. So right now we're already doing better than them.
Yeah. All right. So,
All
second
right,
advert into. We're on week 2. Okay. We're not okay. This week, do me a favor. This week, Jesse, toss me 2 random guys for a singles match that have
Okay.
nothing to do with what we booked. Give me
Let's-
a random segment.
Let's do
Make it a
Miro.
tag if you want.
You know what? We will make it a tag. Let's do Miro. Ooh, that's good. Let's do Miro tagging with Scorpio Sky
Okay. I like that.
Yeah,
against Orange Cassidy
All right.
and Sonny Kiss.
I'm okay with this.
That-
I'm okay with
yeah,
that.
that'll be interesting, yeah.
One, now we can do what they have failed to do and start building Miro. We can also, in that same match, build Scorpio, which they've only done okay on Dark and Dark Elevation.
Scorpio kind of half-heartedly in the match. Miro dominates everybody.
Yes.
Sonny eats the pin.
Yes.
And fine, we'll give Orange Cassidy his play kick spot.
Because funny enough,
whatever.
I will be the Eric Bischoff to Booker T here. I will be the Booker who protects Orange Cassidy.
Which is
because
fine.
We're going to change his character within these next 6 weeks.
That's what. Well, maybe we don't know yet. Like I
It'd
said,
be
this is a
good
random
for him
thing
to do
thrown
it,
in.
yes.
No, Jesse, this is a random thing thrown in that we could maybe use in a couple of weeks. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying. All right. So, what else is left? How much time do you think we have on the show? Right. Just
So
random idea.
after throwing those 2 in, I would probably say about 40, 45 minutes.
So now we need a main event spot, but now we got to use something from our previous week that we haven't used yet. It honestly doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. Was John? We don't. Should we use John again?
No.
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 He had his ass beat right before.
Well, it's just not that we already used the main event picture people in the middle of the show, so now we're in the main event. what's a segment that we can still use that's still out there from week 1? It doesn't matter what it is at this point.
So Nyla Rose is set up to face.
Give me a random one on the roster. Can we? You want to beat a Penelope for the fun of it? Can we
beat Penelope for
Can we? Can we just
Let's beat up Penelope.
All right. I can give 20 minutes. To this.
Actually, I could get 20 minutes.
And here's why. And here's why. 10-minute beatdown. Kip's out there. Can get maybe beat down for about 3-4 minutes by Nyla as well. Because let's be honest, he's a little prick. And then Vicky can talk.
Yeah.
Or Nyla. I don't care which one grabs the mic at this point.
Well, here's what'll happen is that after Nyla's over beating the hell out of Abby's favorite Penelope. Sorry, Abby. Kip tries to help, gets his ass whooped as well. That makes me very, very happy.
Yep.
And by the way, now you have new viewers because a lot of people would like to see Kip Sabian get beat up by a very gorgeous but large Native American woman.
Yeah.
And then Hikaru Shida now from earlier comes out to save the two, runs Nyla and Vicky off, and it allows Vicky now to cut a promo about how Nyla deserves.
So instead of 20, this is probably going to be about 20 to 30.
No. 20 minutes. It's still 20 minutes. Because remember, if you're doing 10 minutes of a beatdown, she's going to take Kip out like this.
Okay. In that case, I want, for the last 20 minutes, I want Darby versus Lance Archer versus Ethan Page.
Ooh.
For the title.
No.
Non-contest. Non-title.
Does it matter in AEW?
Actually.
Does it matter in AEW?
Actually, let's do it for the TNT Championship.
Okay. Yeah. No. All right. No.
I think the end of the night.
Yeah.
Darby wins. Okay. Here's the deal. Darby wins, but let's book towards Ethan versus Lance.
Okay.
Darby wins, and it's a non-factor for Darby. All right, so 2 weeks done. I already think this makes more sense.
That's because it feels like we were able to do what they don't do and go, well, let's talk out how we're going to do this.
Okay, week 3. We are halfway to our pay-per-view.
Okay.
I say now's a good time to open the show with Kenny.
Okay.
I'm going to give this 30 minutes. Whether it's a beatdown, whether it's Kenny setting up to a match, I don't care what specifically happens. It's going to be a 30-minute segment in which it's a main event slot to open the show for 30 minutes.
Bless you. I actually, why don't we do Kenny opens the show? Talking smack about Moxley and Cody.
Yeah.
Is Don with them too?
Of course.
Of course.
Of
course.
I don't even hate Callis. He just annoys me now, but he's supposed to because he's a heel.
Yeah.
So Kenny's cutting a promo.
Okay.
Actually, write some of this down because I'm not going to remember to write as I'm talking about it because the ideas are flowing. So Kenny's talking about Moxley and Cody. This, of course, gets Moxley to come out.
Yeah.
Moxley's not really much of a talker.
No.
So Moxley kind of just starts.
Hold on. We also, again, we are booking for the AEW audience.
Yes.
We have to set aside 8.5 minutes for Moxley's entrance. Anyway. Tell me I'm wrong.
And for
Tell me I'm wrong.
And for Justin to do that
you're
weird whatever he does.
Just to come out and what? Is anybody paying attention at home at this point? No.
I don't know.
We've run them off.
No, we still got to come.
I'm not talking about our people. I'm talking about the AEW audience.
The AEW marks will stay.
Yeah, exactly.
The real people that know wrestling will stay.
So before John can get in the ring, of course, Kenny cuts him off and says, "John, we keep doing this. You know how this goes." So out the corner comes Gallows, Anderson, and the Young Bucks.
Okay. Yep. No.
Which then, as John is kind of surrounded, this gets Cody to come out. Cody then goes, "The beatdowns are over. I'm announcing right now an 8-man tag." Of course, Kenny goes, "How the hell can you do this?" And Cody goes, "Because I'm your boss.
Right.
I can do whatever the hell I want."
Bucks and Anderson Gallows
Bucks
versus
and Endos and Gallison versus Moxley. You guys as boys. That's right. We're putting you boys on television.
Okay.
And then
I'm okay with Top Flight.
So
Mox, Top Flight, and you know what?
Give me Dustin.
Yeah, give me Dustin.
Okay.
Dustin would definitely do this match.
Yeah.
And the good guys win.
Okay. We've established 2 weeks of, okay, sorry. We've established 3 weeks now with the main event scene. Color commentary.
Yeah.
1 week, we've established technically nothing, but something.
Yeah.
There's a slow burn there.
Yeah.
We've lit the match. Second week.
We're moving the stories along.
The second week has added more kindling to the fire.
Yeah.
And now we finally had physical confrontation.
Yes.
Yes.
I think in a 3 week span, in what is essentially amounted to an hour of television, we can tell that story.
Yes.
That I understand. Okay.
And
so
8-man would be the main event for the night then?
You want to move that to
What do you think?
an 8-man right now, or do you want to move it to
Because
later in the
you
show?
said you want to give the main event the first half an hour, so you might as well just start.
No.
with this match.
No. Hear me out, because this might sound weird. I actually want to pull this back to when Stephanie was the authority, and she would take the first half hour to build for what happens later. Give me this for 1 week, because I think there's a time and a place for it, and this is the time, in my opinion.
Okay.
So give me a half hour.
It's hard for me to picture Don Callis and Kenny Omega cutting a fucking half an hour promo.
No. They talked for about 10. Then
Kenny on the mic for more than 7 minutes recently is just
No, it's Don for more than 7 minutes. Kenny for about 3.
like
Kenny gets
a punch him in the face.
Don. Okay. Is this more fair? Don for 7, Kenny for 3. Mox interrupts. Don goes back and forth with Mox, not Kenny. Kenny's still kind of playing the mute, sort of dominant heel. And then we have the Cody situation, which can take 15 more minutes.
Okay.
So anyway, later in the night, 8-man tag. Okay, so now let's go right into the girls.
All right.
Let's go straight to the girls.
We'll do a tag match.
Not yet. Give me Statlander. Or give me death. Give me Okay, hear me out. Give me Statlander versus. Give me Statlander versus Emi Sakura.
Okay.
Okay. Give me Statlander versus Emi Sakura. Okay. So let's put Statlander over. Let's let Emi get something in.
Look good in a loss.
Yes. Hear me out. Give me a placenta.
Okay.
Dr. Britt Baker and Rebel beat up Chris Statlander.
Okay. We're going to make this a fatal 4-way. I'm okay with that. She's incredibly deserving.
Okay.
She's incredibly deserving.
Give me a backstage cutoff where Nyla and Vicky are just enjoying it.
Okay. Like, I will give AEW this. Besides when they're taking their stupid pot shots at WWE, they actually do a better job of having the wrestler actually stand in front of the TV.
Yes.
Because WWE, they always have them do that weird silent. I'm like, no one watches TV like that.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Okay. Give me that.
Okay.
Now, don't give me Hikaru Shida yet.
Okay.
Let's say Hikaru Shida is in a backstage segment in the second hour and just shows up and someone tells her about it. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay.
Go back to week 1. Give me a segment that we haven't touched on that we should touch on.
Pinnacle and Inner Circle. That one was easy.
Number 3? We're right there? Okay. Give me
Jake Hager.
Give me Hager versus Spears.
Okay. I was about to say, we can't do the 2 big guys.
Not yet. No.
That's pay-per-view caliber. We cannot do the 2 big guys.
Okay. And by the way, to all of you guys out there who are going to obviously be on Twitter being like, where's this person? Where's that person? Exactly. Anyway. Okay, so Hager versus Spears.
Yeah.
Give me Wardlow interferes.
Okay.
Give me Lord. Yeah. Okay. And by the way, just straight interference. Everybody walks away afterwards.
Gotcha.
Like just nothing more.
Gotcha.
Nothing more. Leroy, what's going to happen with the tag team? It's been a while since we have a tag team situation here, so we'll go to the
tag team.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Are we going to continue with the tag team build, or are we going to continue with just a random tag team match that sets something up, or do you want to do Top Flight versus somebody?
Well,
no,
remember,
they're
Top
already
Flight's
in
in
the
the
main
main event.
That's fair. Okay.
So
This is how it
Easy.
works. This
You
is
know,
how it
I
works,
just thought
AEW.
about
This
this.
is how it
So-
works, AEW.
We can do a
best-
story better than what they're. Even though it's been okay, I won't let you hate on the story.
Yeah.
Right.
Powerhouse Hobbs tags up with Brian Cage.
Okay.
More of Brian Cage's descent away
Fair enough.
from Team Taz.
Okay.
You know what? Give me. Sorry, I had to.
Oh no, that's fine.
Give me
So,
two of the.
Cage.
Give me the Gun Brothers.
Okay.
Give me the Gun Brothers.
Okay. I'll take the guns.
Give me the Gun Brothers. 'Cause-
Squash, obviously.
Well, they're going to eat a loss.
Okay.
Mostly dominated, but we'll give them some offense.
All right. Yeah.
Some babyface comeback stuff.
Okay. Do you want something else after that?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now we wouldn't call this a placenta, really,
All right.
but what we'll have is Brian Cage is going to kind of rudely tag himself in.
Okay.
He's going to hit the drill claw.
Okay.
See, Brian, I don't hate you. I just wish you would do better than get my shit in. That's all.
Fair enough.
That's true.
And I'll say it again because I actually said it to Super Beast on Twitter. I would love to have Brian on the show because something tells me and him could actually have a very good conversation.
Well, yeah.
But God, to get my shit and stuff, I hate. But he tagged himself in.
Yep.
He hits the drill claw. They get the 3.
All right.
But now Powerhouse Hobbs is like, what the hell was that?
Okay.
So Powerhouse Hobbs pushes him.
By the way, folks, think about this. They have now officially been off TV for 2 weeks, and now we're coming back to this.
Yeah, I'm about to say they've been off of Dynamite for 2 weeks. Yeah. So I'm actually rebuilding this back up on Dynamite.
We made you forget about it, and now we're bringing
Now
it
we're
back.
bringing it
So you're like, oh right, that's happening.
Yeah.
Instead of just literally jamming it down your throat every week that fits in the segment somewhere. All right. So is it going to be a big blow up or is it going to be kind of a nothing?
Oh, by the way, in between, I do want to put down as a side note.
Yeah.
In the middle of each show,
Okay.
recaps of Elevation and Dark.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
Because people should know, especially now that we're doing this,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on.
And what I think we should do is we should allow for Excalibur to talk.
Excalibur explains.
No. Hear me out.
Okay.
Excalibur speaking over a slight video package of
Well, yeah.
Dark,
Yes.
but also since it's there, let's give Tony the ability to speak
Yeah.
over a slight
Elevation,
video
yep.
package of Elevation. So we've waited 2 weeks to do this.
Yes.
But now we're doing it.
Yes.
And now I think it should be a weekly thing.
Yes.
We waited 2 weeks. We gave you enough of what you've already had.
Yeah.
But we've kind of reined it back.
Yes.
And now we're debuting some new shit.
That maybe because they're not very good at promoting it.
No.
Now we're going to actually be the people, hey, middle of the show, we're going to recap these 2 things that you need to watch on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, because this can also build stars for your
Is this going to
future.
be back to back? Or is this going to be Excalibur does it first hour and second hour, Tony does it?
So no, basically in the 2 recaps, because you could basically they usually do about two stories each on the 2 shows.
Okay.
And I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes going 2.5 hours is too freaking much.
So you can
Oh,
go
yeah.
about 2.5
But
minutes
for
these recaps?
for these, you could probably go like three minutes.
Okay,
4
perfect.
minutes,
Yeah, no.
and let
fantastic.
those 2 speak about the shows that they commented on and how they saw the story
Perfect.
play out.
Yeah, no, love it. Okay, so now
See the video evidence, so
Yeah.
now the crowd can see and the people at home can see. Go, oh, this is what's been happening.
Perfect.
Okay.
okay, next match.
So next
is-
after that,
Next match, give me Archer versus Paige. Just give it to me.
okay.
Give it to me right now.
Everybody dies. EBD.
Yep.
I don't even write Archer. I just had to write Archer. The other ones on my thing are EBD.
Yeah. Give me Archer screws up.
Okay.
Ethan Page wins, but Archer. Now everyone's like, but you're booking 2 heels here. 2 heels. 2 heels.
Archer is definitely tweener.
well, that's my thing. Well, but here's the thing: 2 heels work
Yeah.
if there's a reason for them to hate each other.
Yeah.
Because in the triple threat, we like, and I don't know if we 100% established, but let's say the triple threat is Darby wins, but Ethan eats the pin, but Archer's the one that took out Ethan.
Yeah. So let's go back to that. So Archer hits Archer hits EBD on Page.
Yep.
But Darby kicks.
Not Page. Page. Yeah, Ethan Page.
Darby drop kicks Archer out the ring, is able to get the pin.
After the coffin drop, he's the face. He's got to hit the hit the finish.
Yeah.
So it's the coffin drop. Okay.
And then
So
that's how
this.
And for those of you who are wondering why we're using Page over Darby in this match, it's because, folks, we are now setting this up because this happened.
Yes.
There are times when you can set up something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And this is not nothing, but we don't need Darby here yet. Darby's the champ. You got to pay to see him.
Yeah.
He can start the feud, but then he's gone for a few weeks until the money's in the line.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're one-on-one. Let's give me Archer screws up somehow. Give it to Page.
Okay.
Where are we at in the show now?
So that would be segment number 4?
Getting close to the main event.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be?
Give
The 8-man tag.
Give
with
me.
the 8-man, I guess
Give
it would
me.
be close.
Hear me out. Give me Ray Phoenix versus Stu Grayson.
Okay.
Give me Ray Phoenix versus Stu Grayson.
Wait.
Give me a Hangman versus Pac.
Wait. Didn't we already have
Mhm.
Stu and Uno on this night
Were they on this show?
to turn heel?
No.
The Colt Cabana thing was last week. We haven't even touched Colt this week, have we?
Colt Cabana was week 1.
Yes.
Right.
Sorry, that was week 2.
Yeah.
You're right.
Week 2.
You're right. That was
Yeah.
week 2. Week 3. Okay.
Okay.
So Phoenix and Stu, who
Grayson.
looks great as a single star,
Yeah.
by the way.
I'm gonna let you two pick who goes over here.
Stu goes over thanks to interference from Uno. Not that he can't beat
No,
Phoenix
yeah.
on his own, but they're heels now.
Are you okay with that, Lever?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So we'll go with that. Okay. Main event 8-man tag. We're gonna need about 30 minutes.
You got it now.
Yeah, we definitely.
But-
you got it now.
But the way that I would produce the match, no, we don't. Okay. Every big match, 6 to 8-man tags. There's a get my shit in period.
Or they all get
Yeah.
together for the big flips. And
But here's the deal. That's the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
The first 20 is just a back and forth.
Okay.
Well, no,
Yeah.
sorry. The first 10 is dominance from
The heels.
the heels. Then it's a back and forth for 10. Then the last 10 is that just crazy gobbledygook of
Get
whatever.
my shit in that
Yeah,
they
get my
all
shit
live by apparently in AEW. Okay.
All right. So, okay, who
Who
wins?
is- who?
We're ending the show here.
Like I said,
What do you
baby
think?
faces go over. I get your boy Dante a win here
All right.
because
Ah,
Kenny screws up, tries to interfere, thinking
Is he pinning Kenny?
no. Because
Okay,
Kenny's
okay,
not in
yeah,
this
yeah.
match. Remember, it's Young Bucks tagging with
Right.
Dallas
Okay.
Anderson.
Yeah. Okay.
So Kenny screws up, thinking he grabbed the foot. Dwayne Martin. He thinks he grabbed his foot. No. He grabbed Gallows or Anderson's foot.
No. Let's stay consistent. Kenny's gonna grab one of the Bucks' feet.
Okay, yeah, you know what?
there we go.
Good point.
Yeah.
So let's do Nick Jackson eats a pin here. So
Nick's the sort of level-headed one.
Yeah.
I think it makes a little more
so
sense.
Nick
for him
Jackson
to eat
eats
it.
a pin
because then
because
Matt's gonna get angry because Nick's gonna be taken out by Dante.
yeah.
So then Matt is obviously quote unquote going to be the hothead because he wasn't the one that was screwed over. So he's not physically out of it. He's mentally in it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So and then we have your boy Dante. We haven't done a roll up yet. Still roll up here.
Just a simple roll.
Just a simple
roll.
roll
Okay,
up
no, no.
because
Simple,
Nick,
easy, and it gets to the end.
1 kind of puts the boys over. 2 keeps the story going. There still could be some dissension. Because Matt's not going to lose his shit that they lost.
Matt's livid. Don't give him a mic. Just have him yell, but have Don usher Kenny out.
And now
Through the
we
crowd.
have
Through the
because
crowd.
now, as far as the tag team division is concerned, now you got another contender because Dwayne just pinned one of the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So in that alone, you set up 3 to 4 different things.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, we are now on to week 4. This is the back half going into the pay-per-view. Now we have to build for a pay-per-view. Do you want to set up a match for the pay-per-view this week, or do you want to wait until next week?
We have to set up at least one this week.
Okay, perfect.
I think we do the main event at least this week.
Perfect. So Cody and Kenny are set up for the pay-per-view.
Cody, Kenny.
We're not going to name it. We're just
and
going to
Moxley.
Okay, so we're
going to do the triple threat.
Okay.
Triple threat, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yes, I know we just did it. Can we build just Cody and Kenny and then fit Mox in there somehow?
Yeah, of course we can.
Because that speaks to Mox's character.
Yeah.
More so than anything else.
Yes.
Just like it speaks to Daniel Bryan's character that he weaseled his way into the match. I think Mox getting announced later makes sense. So
Okay.
let's give it the week before, shall we? Let's give it.
All right.
Yeah, let's give it the Wednesday before that Sunday.
All right.
Okay, so that's been announced. Are we opening? Okay, that's been announced. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Kenny to respond later in the show.
Let's not announce.
Okay,
Let's do a
TNT might not like that, but okay.
Well, let's make TNT happy.
Okay,
We're going to announce that Cody is going to call out Kenny
all right.
on this week's
I'm okay
show.
with that. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we cause a little bit of mischief and chaos? Open with a tag team match of nobodies and then have Cody interrupt it?
Interesting.
Yes or no?
Interesting.
Call me crazy if you want.
Well, yeah, I can call you crazy.
That's fair.
Ah, yeah.
Actually, why don't we do Pretty Peter, Caesar Bononi, because this will give a reason for Cody to come out, especially if there's massive interference.
Right.
And then let's do the two young guys. Let's do Sean Dean and the other young black kid.
Oh, the Accolades? No, the Acclaimed.
No. The Acclaimed are heels.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not a part
Gotcha.
of that.
Okay, yeah.
So Sean Dean and what is his name?
Technically, it's in front of you somewhere, but
It's in there.
It better be in here because
Well, I printed out every single whatever they had.
there could be some more names that they don't actually have up.
that's true. This roster gets bigger each week.
That's the bad part.
Either way, Cody's now. Is Cody going to interrupt this tag, or is Cody going to let this tag finish and then literally walk out?
So he's going to come out because what's going to happen is Gallus and Anderson are going to be out there. They're not going to actually even interfere.
Okay.
But Gallus and Anderson are going to be out there just as a distraction to his young boys, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
And
we'll call him the Young Lion.
we'll call them the Young Lions.
Yeah.
Young boys has a terrible connotation. I am sorry.
That's fine.
But so Peter is I was going to say Cesaro. Peter and Caesar get the win because let's just say Gallows just stands up, acting like he's going to walk towards the ring.
Yeah.
Which distracts Sean and then the other kid.
Yeah.
And we'll throw the coach out there.
Somewhere in the match, Sean like threw an insult Gallows way or said something that
So
way.
Gallows acts like he's going to come beat him up.
Yeah.
Distracts him enough where Peter gets the win on over Sean Dean in the tag match.
Okay.
And then that's when Gallows and Anderson actually hop into the ring to start setting up a beatdown, and then Cody runs out.
Okay. And
with a steel chair.
Yeah. Okay. So Gallows and Anderson run off. Cody grabs a mic and says, "Screw doing this later on. We're
doing it right now."
Yeah. I say no, Kenny.
Okay.
Hear me out. I say no, Kenny.
So he calls him out, but Kenny doesn't come out.
No.
Okay.
Not even Don. No Kenny.
Okay.
No Kenny and Don. If anything, Kenny and Don are not here tonight. And Cody mentions that. How's that?
Ooh, okay.
They're just not here tonight.
Oh, I was gonna call them out to
Challenge him.
to challenge him to a match at the pay-per-view.
See now.
Well, yeah, Cody would say something good.
Hear me out. Now we've written week 4 and week 5 because let's say that this is the end of this the whole rest of the night. That Cody says I was gonna call him out to challenge him, and then Cody says I guess I'll just say it anyway, and then we literally just drop this, and then we've already written Kenny in next week to come out and accept.
Okay.
End of conversation.
Oh yeah.
But so we go into commercial.
Yep.
We come back from commercial, and as Cody looks like he's kind of getting ready to leave, he's checking on his guys from the Nightmare family.
Yeah.
Jon Moxley walks up. Jon Moxley simply says, I don't care that you were going to call him out, but you said you wouldn't challenge for the championship. You want to go for the championship, that's fine, but it was stolen from me, and I want my damn match, Cody.
So next week?
Well, no, he does this backstage after the commercial.
That's
break.
fine. That's fine. But when are Cody and Mox going to have their match?
So
We got 2 weeks left after we book this show.
So let's set up a match for them. Yeah, next week.
Okay, cool. Next segment, Leroy. Pick a segment. Okay, so now we have to build a pay-per-view. Pick a segment that's going to be on the pay-per-view, and let's build something for the pay-per-view here. Because now with 3 weeks to go, you kind of have to focus on your pay-per-view. You can't bring in too much randomness.
Yeah.
The randomness that we've added kind of just was like, hey, we're still on this, it's like,
here's my thing.
It's like in school when you take a test. There's a couple of weeks after the test where you can just kind of enjoy the lull, but now you got to get back into it.
Well, because actually the Brian Cage thing, I think we should add as the opening match.
Well, we've already had an opening match.
Well, I mean, for the pay-per-view.
Okay.
That's why bringing them in is huge because let's do something with them as well again this week.
Okay.
Because
all right.
You know what we're going to do? We're not, even though we're not booking Dark or Elevation, we didn't even use them on the show.
Well, how about since we got the tag teams in there for last week, let's do something with Top Flight.
Okay.
To get them. I mean,
let's do Top Flight.
Can we just give them a win and just pick a tag team? I don't care.
Actually, yes, we can. So let's do Top Flight versus Allen 5 Angels in 10.
I'm in.
And no distractions.
Because at this point, they're far enough out of the Dark Order thing. We don't have to worry about the Page situation with them. Okay, perfect.
So
it's who? Top Flight and who?
5 and 10.
5 and 10.
5.
And your boys in 10 minutes get a clean victory.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Now we're building them.
All right. Next match. Okay. So we've established at this point our pay-per-view is going to be Cage. There's
probably Cage versus Starks.
Cage versus Starks.
Yeah.
We've established it's going to be
for the FTW Championship.
Yes.
As well.
We've established what the main event is. We've established. We've established we're probably going to be doing this Page versus Archer at the pay-per-view, not so Dark misses a pay-per-view, whatever. It's not the worst deal in the world. All right. So anyway, next match on
I
this.
thought we were just going to do like kind of a triple threat with them.
Well, no, because we've already done the triple threat.
True.
So Darby's going to take this pay-per-view off because again, you saw the champion. Now I want to pull Darby because again, at this point, Darby's been on every goddamn week. I know it's the TV title,
yeah, I know,
but you're not treating it like it. So why should I?
True.
So all right, we got all right. So if we finish this up, then the next 2 weeks are going to fly by because obviously we're going to get right into our pay-per-view builds here. So all right, so so next segment, boys. Where do you think we should go here?
So after the Cody thing, after Top Flight, let's do a Paul Heyman like brawl segment.
All right.
Between the Pinnacle and Inner Circle. Here's how we
backstage.
Set it up. Yeah.
Okay.
So Sammy Guevara is doing an interview backstage with Alex.
Okay.
Or whatever nickname they each want to call him every week.
Alex Marvez is fine. Alex Marvez, Officer Barbrady is fine.
So he's doing the interview, kind of doing a promo, setting up the match.
Yep.
When he's attacked from behind by the Pinnacle, of course, this gets the Inner Circle out of their locker room.
Yeah.
And it just starts a huge ass brawl for like 10 minutes. Pull apart brawl where a lot of people are getting involved to break.
But there's no moments that are hokey. No one's getting dumped in an ice bin.
None of that.
It's just punching, kicking,
throwing people into the wall, throwing people into barricades, things of that nature.
Yep.
5-10 minutes of that.
Okay.
And of course, Jericho then shouts because if you're gonna get to blood and guts, this is how you actually get to blood and guts. You go,
Yeah.
we'll see you at the pay-per-view.
Because now we only have 2 weeks
Yes.
between now and Blood and Guts, and we have officially created a universe where the beatdown from the Pinnacle is no longer canon. That never happened.
Yeah.
So we're picking up from when the Pinnacle takes the locker room.
Yes.
That's where we're picking up.
Yes.
I'm ignoring
that horse shit. Even though it was fun, it was horse shit.
Yeah. I'm ignoring the beatdown. I'm ignoring the beatdown.
All right.
Okay. All right. So where do we go from here? I'd say that's a good hour of TV with commercial.
That's a good hour.
So let's go with this again. Now that we're getting the pay-per-view, I need less and less, but I still need something to happen.
This is where we need Nyla to tag with Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander.
Here is fine. I'm okay with that.
Here works.
Give me the faces to create some tension between the heels.
Actually, give me the faces to create some tension between the faces.
Okay.
Because the heels will already not really get along.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They'll already not really get along.
Yeah, okay.
So let's do Hikaru kind of surprise tags Statlander after she hits.
See, Statlander turning here is the way I would go.
I'm not going to turn her heel.
No. I'm not saying turning heel, but Statlander being the one who's miffed is where I would go.
Yeah.
I'm not making my champion miffed.
Yeah.
I'm making, especially with who Hikaru Shida is.
Yeah.
I'm giving Hikaru Shida exactly what she should have, which is she's not miffed by this.
Yeah.
She thinks it's just trying to win the match,
Yeah.
but Statlander wanted to show off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Statlander is pissed, even though Hikaru hits the running knee and gets the pin.
Yeah.
And the girls start to battle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a break apart.
Yeah.
And after this is when it's announced it's going to be a fatal 4-way at the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Hikaru Shida defends. You know what? I hate fatal 4-ways that are just one person to the finish, but I guess we can debate if we want to do that. I prefer fatal 4-ways that are elimination.
Don't give me the elimination.
All right. So we'll do first person to the finish because
No
they are already.
All right.
DQ.
All right. As soon as that's over, give me Ethan Page. It's been 4 weeks. We have no choice. Give me Ethan Page versus Joey Janela. It's been 4 weeks. We have to use him at least once.
No, we don't.
Whatever.
Alistair Black has sat in catering for 4 months. And that guy is way better than that.
Okay. Ethan Page beats Janela. Give me fine. Give me Orange Cassidy versus Archer.
Okay.
Have Archer win. Let Cassidy get his shit in. But let's have Jake do something that actually works.
So is that going to be beside?
Right after the Ethan Page match.
So,
No. Ethan Page, Joey Janela, then the recap of Dark and Elation.
Oh, yeah, because that's going to be the
Then
middle of the
Archer and OC.
show. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
How much time I got left? Arguably.
Probably about 45, 50 minutes.
Okay. Give me.
He beat him before in fucking 10 minutes. We'll just beat him again in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Give me Colts and Hangman talking backstage. Okay. I can get about 15 minutes out of that.
Actually, let's do 10 minutes. One, because it's going to be entertaining, but two, it's going to be underlyingly emotional.
Yeah.
Because remember, Hangman is now still a babyface.
Yeah.
But his best friends kind of just went heel.
Right.
They didn't turn on him per se, but we start the where is Hangman going to go now that he's got friends that turned heel, even though they didn't turn heel on him.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got that.
Okay.
That's about 10 minutes. We got about 30 minutes left.
30 or 40.
Yeah, give me a 6-man tag with Jurassic Express and who were they going up against earlier?
Who?
The Dark Order. So instead of doing
No. You're
yeah. So let's do Allen 10 again, and then
wasn't 10 already on the show?
not on this show.
That was last week.
That was last
Okay,
week.
perfect.
So Allen, let's do 10, and then let's do because they like to mix it up a lot.
Yeah.
Let's do Alex Reynolds.
I was gonna say Reynolds in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No,
Now
Reynolds.
I want this to be key. No John Silver on TV these last 4 weeks.
Right.
No John Silver.
Right.
I want that to linger until the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I got an idea in mind. So no John Silver.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And honestly, that's a 6-man tag. I can get 30 minutes out of that.
You got hell. Let's just throw it at 25.
Okay.
25.
The last 5 minutes is when Kenny accepts.
You know what? That would be some bullshit Don and Kenny would do. So, yeah. So basically, let's give what? Who are they going against? The Jungle Express, Jurassic Express,
Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
Let's give them the loss here.
Okay.
Just starts to build a heel heat now.
Yep.
No beat down. They just lose.
Yep. Okay. Yep. No.
Maybe they get cheated, but they lose.
Yep. I like it.
And then Marco Stunt takes the pin because fuck him. And then
I'm okay with that. I can care less.
Yeah.
And then just on the screen, Kenny's big ugly face shows up, and he goes, some stupid cocky heel shit where he's like, "Well, first off, he might be my boss, but as a champion, I do what I want."
Yeah.
And I will accept his calling me out, so I will be there next week. Something like that, where he doesn't technically accept the match.
And because it's Cody, there's no hokey stipulation. It's just a match.
Yeah, it's just a match.
Because Cody's not going to do a barbed wire death.
No,
All right, so we are now in week 5.
Yes.
All right, so now we got to really, really build this pay-per-view.
Okay.
All right, matches have to matter. I say open with what you ended with. Jurassic Express.
So let's do Luchasaurus
versus Uno.
Versus Uno.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
No ending. Double DQ.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like
it. First of all, we're already booking a little bit better than WWE because we haven't done this to death now on one show.
Yeah.
But we're also doing a double DQ to actually build to what will be a big match.
Let's say that at the top of the show, it's announced Jurassic Express versus Dark Order, which leads to this singles match.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now, on a separate sheet of paper, Leroy, let's book the pay-per-view. So I have a separate sheet of paper, write down.
Oh, I have this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Jurassic Express versus who from the Dark Order?
Oh, Uno, Grayson, Colt Cabana.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Top 3 guys.
Well, no.
Is it
Well, no, because the first week we built Cabana versus Pierce. No, sorry. Cabana versus
Jungle Boy.
No, Page. Go back in your notes. Jungle Boy was with. It wasn't Jungle Boy and Cabana. It was. Was it Jungle Boy and Cabana?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I got Jungle Boy versus Cabana.
I thought. Who was Hangman against?
Page. He was against Pac.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Which, by the way, to be fair, we have not touched this week.
Good. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
We actually haven't touched that since that first week.
So Jurassic with
Well,
Cabana,
hold on. But we've had the Death Triangle.
True.
They've been out there.
Well, yeah. Different members of the Death Triangle.
And hear me out. What if during all those matches for Phoenix, what if Paige or Pac, I'm sorry, is just off? Because let's say he won, because we had him winning against Paige, or we had Paige winning. Who won?
Paige won.
Paige won?
Paige.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That actually writes itself.
Yeah.
Pac is just off for a couple of weeks, as in just mentally, he's just not engaged as much. And he doesn't have to say anything, he just gets frustrated.
Yeah.
So you say who? Uno, Cabana, and who?
Uno, Cabana, and Stu Grayson.
It's Stu Grayson.
And
Yeah.
Stu.
Okay. So that's our 6-man tag for the pay-per-view. So that's over with for now. Next week, but hang on. Okay, so Luchasaurus versus Evil Uno. It's over. A little just insanity ensues. Give me Grayson versus Jungle Boy next week.
Okay.
Give me Grayson versus Jungle Boy next week.
God, that one actually makes me have a chub a little bit.
So Jesse, notice, we're already building week 6 in week 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we writing this down? 5, 6, and the pay-per-view? We got all 3 going?
Yeah.
He's going. He's got it.
Good. Okay.
Like I said, sometimes I'm terrible at writing.
All
shit,
right.
so-
Next.
I get. Yeah.
Next.
I can understand my writing.
Next
Thank God we
segment.
got this on audio.
Yeah.
Right?
Next segment. Give me Archer just out there with Jake and have Jake say next week, Darby, put the belt on.
Okay, so
Right
Archer and
no match.
We'll just call it Archer and Jake the Snake promo.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Archer.
And of course, it ends with everybody. I just love that line. Everybody dies.
Yeah. Darby. Let's say Darby accepts from the stage.
Oh yeah, just from the rafters.
Nah, the seats because he's always sitting up there.
Well, that's what I
seats,
mean.
Like, yeah, exactly. Okay.
He's Baby Sting.
Yeah. So Darby accepts.
Well, he's literally
Leroy.
like Baby Sting.
Leroy for week 6, write down Archer versus Darby.
On week 6?
Yep.
Okay.
Some people might think this is slow moving, but folks, but folks, this is how you book.
This is about to say booking can be slow moving. So
okay, so
we've been doing this for a little while.
Oh, that's fine. All right, so now where do we go from here? Top Flight versus the Bucks.
That match will be for the pay-per-view.
That's what we're going through?
That's yes.
Okay.
But for this week, let's have Matt Jackson and Nick come out. Nick, though, we'll call it a Matt Jackson promo to a singles match against Stu Dante.
Okay.
He's just down talking. He's just down talking Top Flight.
Yeah.
In the worst ways.
Because they're obviously heels based on everything that we've already established.
Yeah.
So now they're not looking at Top Flight the way they did when Top Flight first got to AEW. Now,
well, Matt isn't. Nick, though, during
Yes.
this whole promo,
Yeah.
what you will see, we can say is like Nick looks uncomfortable with what his brother's saying.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
like I have no problems with these kids.
Yeah, okay.
So that leads to the singles of Matt versus Dante.
This week.
And of course,
this week. Week 5.
And then of course the other brother is with him as well.
Yes. Okay. So that I think just needs to be an ending where Matt's probably going to go over and Nick's just conflicted. Just simple, nothing after birthday. Okay?
So nothing after birthday.
We're really pulling the Bucks back. We're really making them think about this as opposed to do.
Yeah.
So basically, Matt's very vicious throughout the match, but we're going to get Dante a ton of offense. We'll call this a 15-minute match.
Okay.
And because both of them actually have been surprisingly good in singles matches for how young they are.
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah.
Molly Holly should be very proud of the
go to
boys.
commercial.
So,
come back. Give me Dark Elevation recaps.
Yep.
As soon as Shivani finishes, hit Mox's music.
Okay.
Hit Mox's music. Mox will take 85 minutes to get to the ring. So now
5 minutes to get to the ring.
So now we move on to week 6 halfway through the show. I'm just kidding. We'll get there in a second. So Mox is
oh god.
So Mox is angry. Cody and Kenny. Mox just throws it out there that I'll take on either one of you next week. If I win, I'm in. Why not? It makes about as much sense as anything John Moxley's done since he's gotten to AEW.
There we go.
Well, John would just challenge any of them anyway.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it wouldn't matter.
All right, so that's a segment.
You know what?
End of the,
What we'll do is we'll end that with Cody coming out in his gear because, of course, he knows that Kenny's here tonight.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I'll take you up on that.
Yeah.
The winner of our match faces you next week."
All right. Hold on. Winner of whose match?
Remember, because Kenny and
Cody are for the pay-per-view.
Kenny and Cody are for tonight. Remember, because so far we
is that what we established?
Yeah, because so far Cody hasn't said that he's going to challenge for the championship.
That's fair.
Because Cody has never said he's going to challenge for the championship. He just wants to challenge his former friends to a fight.
That's fair. I'll take it. Okay. Okay. Second hour begins. Now we need a pinnacle.
Because I need a reason for Tony Khan to actually use his overall power next week.
Yeah. Have we announced Blood and Guts? Did we do that last week? Okay. This week, give me Les Sex Gods versus
Sex God.
Well, that's what they are. Sammy Guevara and
MJF and Spears.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I like that.
You want to know why?
So it's Jericho and
Because
Guevara
it's easy
versus...
to go. Spears eats a pin.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm not pinning MJF.
No.
I'm not submitting MJF. I'm not beating Sammy Guevara.
All right, now, if you'll indulge me,
Okay.
let's end all this with a stare down. Next week, give me Hager versus Wardlow.
Ooh.
Right? Going into the pay-per-view?
But I got to be honest. I think I want to double DQ that because I don't think I want to give that to people
I'm
on
fine.
TV.
No. I'm fine with that as the result.
Yeah.
But give it to me next week. Okay. So week 6, we've got Wardlow versus Hager.
I mean, that's two monster fucking matches right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Cody and Kenny
Next segment on week 5. Where are we going? Because we've already recapped Dark and Elevation.
Yes.
Yep.
We're okay. So
I didn't even write that down because I know we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing that at the top of hour 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Because unlike them, I actually give a shit about building
stories. We're in hour 2 of week 5. Week 6 is damn near written.
Just about.
Yeah.
It's like 4 matches already for next week.
4? I don't think it's 3.
Well, no. I said like 4. So yeah. So it's 3 for next week.
I got 3 written down.
Okay, perfect.
Possibly 4.
Okay. All right. This week, it's been a while. It's week 5. Give me something random. Go to the list and just give me 2 guys.
Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela versus.
No. Give me
Singles.
No. Give me a single 2 girls.
Single match. 2 girls.
Yeah, 2 girls. Give me single.
Jay Cargill versus Leva Bates squash match.
Cool. I'm in.
Leva Bates was.
So,
Jay McCargill, of course, gets a squash win.
Yeah.
God.
Versus who?
Jade McCargill versus Leva Bates.
Oh, okay.
I just like that she uses the pedigree. She used the pedigree as her finisher in the Indies, but she doesn't win enough matches in AEW to actually use the fucking pedigree.
All right. So we did that. We got to finish up week 5, and then we got just week 6. Half of it will be ready. Half of it we'll just do on the spot. All right. So this week, okay. So what else are we setting up for the pay-per-view here that we have to get to? We've already got Blood and Guts. We've got the main event.
We got the 4-way for the women.
So that's all the pay-per-view so far. Do you want to give Vicky a little mic time here with Nyla? Or do you want to give Britt with Rebel some time here?
Let's give Britt.
We're going to give Britt and Rebel some mic time. Mostly Britt.
You know what? Let's just give all 4 women the mic.
This week?
Are we week 6, right?
We're in week 5 still.
Week 5.
We have to finish up week 5.
Because what's the show look like for week 5 right now? So we got the matches. What was the last thing? Jade. And then Jade beats Leva.
The main event is going to be what? Mox or who's the main event for that?
That's next week. Mox is going to win going into the pay-per-view.
Okay. So who's this week? Is it going to be
Kenny and Cody?
Kenny and Cody?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So then, we'll just have all 4 women go ahead and do their thing. Cut it. Oh, how's it going? Do you guys remember me from Quick Trip? They might.
What?
All right. Hey, Jesse, by the way.
Oh, I'd have to look at the picture closely.
Oh,
Probably do.
That works.
I don't know.
I'm sure it'll work.
All right. Okay, so
we are booking 6 weeks of AEW television.
We're on week 5. And by the way, folks, week 5 has already set up half of week 6 and 1/3 the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shnikes, it's that easy.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go look.
It takes a lot of thought, but
yeah.
So yeah, we let all 4 women speak. Let's give it 10 minutes.
Sure.
Because then we end with the
brawl. Talks and walks.
Everyone just kind of talks.
All right.
And stare down and walks.
All right. Do we need 1 or 2 more segments for the main event?
It's only going to be 20 minutes left. We'll just do the main
event. Okay. Let's have Mox end it by paradigm shifting both or paradigm.
So
paradigming them both.
So Cody wins.
Yep.
Because he's banned everybody from ringside.
Yep. Gallows and Anderson. Let's say Gallows and Anderson still do a run-in, but the referee doesn't see it. Not that the referee sees anything in this company, but you know.
You know what? Because I think if since Cody has that power to just
I've seen too many people in 6 years. I think I remember you. I think.
Focus on the booking. We'll get
All right,
back to
all
the
right,
fans.
all right, all right.
This is the problem with AEW. They focus on the fans a little too much on the internet. Focus on the booking.
We don't have many fans that show up, man.
That's
I
fair.
gotta do it.
Gotta say what's up. So yeah,
We love you anyway.
let's let Cody ban everyone from ringside. They just have a great 20-minute TV match.
Okay.
Cody gets the win. And then afterwards, let's have Moxley kind of right after it hits 3. So Cody didn't even get time to celebrate the win. He just gets hit with the paradigm shift, which leads to the announcement that it will be Cody versus Jon Moxley for the main event next week.
We don't want Kenny, as much as it's Kenny, we don't want Kenny the champion to really get involved too much. He's kind of just waiting for the big match.
I mean, I did just have Kenny take a pin.
True.
We literally pulled the WWE thing there where the champion takes a pin to set up his opponent. Now, for next week, so far, what do we have written?
Week
I
6.
got the
Week 6.
what was it? Oh yeah, the Jurassic
Express.
Doing the 6-man tag there. Archer and Darby, Hager and Warlord, and then Cody and John. That's what I got.
I just realized I totally had fucking Kenny Omega cleanly eating a pin.
You remember Charlie.
Yeah, I remember Charlie. Yeah, it's been a while, but I remember. That's what I said. I'm like, wait a minute, you guys look familiar. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh, too many dang people are going.
What
through
up, Charlie? There's a shout out.
Oh, yeah, you know.
What up? What
Too
up,
many
Charlie?
dang people are going.
All right,
through
so we're done with week 5.
Yeah.
We are now on to week 6. So now we have to solidify the pay-per-view, but week 6 is also pretty much written.
For the most part.
What do we have for week 6 already?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 matches.
We got Dark and Elevation recap.
Yeah.
An elevation recap.
Got some promos, of course, going into it.
So
what we'll throw in there is, do we have any women's matches?
hold on a second. What happened last week between Ethan Page and Lance Archer?
I don't think anything.
What
Actually,
happened?
what did we do there?
No, sorry. This week it's Lance versus Darby.
Yes.
Okay, so we have that for week 6. Okay,
Yeah.
So hear me out. Now let's book a pay-per-view match. Page screws Archer by hitting Jake. Distraction. Darby wins. Darby's done, gone. Now we've got Lance versus Page in the pay-per-view.
Okay. That's week 6 and the pay-per-view. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we already had Archer and Darby for week 6, and now we're on to the pay-per-view situation.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. So for the pay-per-view, we now have the women's titles on the line. The heavyweight titles on the line. We have Page versus Archer. We've got
Is that going to
Jurassic.
be a triple threat then for the for the title?
No,
the world title?
no. Darby's not defending the title.
No,
at the
I'm
pay-per-view.
not talking about Darby, the heavyweight title.
That's
Champions.
yeah,
Okay.
because Moxley's going to beat Cody tonight.
Yeah, Cody's
That's the
losing
plan.
tonight.
Cody's going. Mox is going over Cody.
All right. So I said right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches for the pay-per-view.
Okay. Okay.
Do
So
we need more?
we still have to set up the Bucks versus Top Flight.
Oh, that's going to be easy. Remember, the other singles match, Nick versus Dwayne.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
There'll be a slight afterbirth. They'll announce it later in the show, maybe during the recap of Dark and Elevation. Okay, so now we got. Okay, so I guess now we have 6 matches on the pay-per-view, which is fine.
Well, we still need to win the segment for week 6. So
yeah,
let's do Penelope Ford.
Loses to Chris Statlander, or do we already do Penelope and Chris Statlander?
Let's do Penelope Ford gets absolutely fucking annihilated by Nyla Rose in 3 minutes.
All right. So, sorry, Abby.
Penelope or
Penelope gets dumpstered by Nyla Rose.
Penelope looks like she probably needs to be in the trash can after that.
Which, by the way,
Abby, that means I've had her on the show for 3 weeks in a row.
And by the way,
I'm very fair.
And by the way, this this will also allow Vicky to get the last word in, which I think Vicky deserves the last word. We're not going to have any other woman talk.
Nope.
We're just going to go into it. Vicky's the last word on this whole thing.
Caro and Statlander aren't even there tonight.
Nope. Okay.
Aren't even there tonight.
Okay, so then, okay, what's left in week 6? How much time we got left on week 6?
I don't know.
What are the matches so far?
Yeah.
Well, we got
We know the main event, but
Jurassic, of course, and
is it the pay-per-view or is this week 6?
that's week 6. Or you want to do the pay-per-view?
No, we're doing week 6.
Then Archer and Darby, Hager and Warlord.
Which will end in a double DQ.
Which will end in a double DQ, which finally sets up one more kind of pull apart beatdown, or pull apart fight, and sets up blood and guts.
The next fight with Top Flight and the Bucks.
That
single
beatdown,
match.
however, is going to go the Pinnacle's way because remember, Blood and Guts is going to be the inner circle going over.
Unfortunately, Dwayne will lose. I gotta have Dwayne lose this week, so the Bucks get heel heat.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm okay with that.
Island, the squash,
Yep.
and then the main event with Cody and John.
Okay.
So yeah, I got 1, 2, 3.
Is there
4,
anything that
5,
we're leaving
6
out for
matches.
the? Okay, so now,
we need one more segment.
we got to get Paige into the pay-per-view with Pac. Because remember, Pac's been stewing this whole time. We've got Pac frustrated walking around.
Because we got
So our last
Jurassic,
segment.
Wait, Jurassic Express is facing Dark Order on week 6. That's what we got.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the pay-per-view.
Yeah, no, that's the
Supposed
pay-per-view.
to be pay-per-view?
Yeah, not supposed to be the pay-per-view. Which
Okay,
by the way,
well-
You know what though? This works out because now we can set up 2 matches within one. So let's do
Paige
Or
versus.
maybe, well, it's somebody from there against the Dark Order. That's what I think I got.
okay.
Hear me out.
Oh,
Hear me out.
okay.
Hear me out. Paige now has that weird Ty Conti thing. So now in one segment, let's get Pac calling out Paige and says, "Let's do this on Sunday." Paige will come out with the Dark Order,
Yeah.
and then Paige will be beaten. Then it's Death Triangle versus Dark Order, and then Jurassic Express just enters themselves in it. Death Triangle gets out of there because they're the smart heels, and then Jurassic Express, Dark Order go back to back. Now we're booking the 6-man at
The pay-per-view.
the pay-per-view
and the singles match. at
and the
same
singles
time.
match.
And the singles
Yeah,
match.
I
at
got
the same
that.
time.
Okay, so
I
what?
got both.
Okay, so then,
Woohoo!
ladies and gentlemen, we made it. What is our pay-per-view then, Leroy?
Oh, wait. So, of course, the main event ends with
Moxley
Moxley
beating-
getting the win. But Gallows, Anderson, and Kenny comes out to try to do the beatdown angle on Moxley and Cody.
Yeah.
They do fend them off somehow.
Yeah.
So Tony Khan comes out.
Yep. Okay.
This is the only time. This is the only time Tony Khan should come out to do something huge.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. Nope. I agree.
He goes, listen, once again, I don't like that you're forcing me to do this, Kenny, but you're forcing me to do this. Cody, I am lifting your own ban on you challenging you for the championship. And this Sunday, it will be a triple threat for the AEW championship.
Now, okay, by the way, by doing that, Kenny eating the pin clean is not actually that bad anymore.
Nope.
Because if anything, it's pissed Kenny off more.
Yes.
And that forces the beatdown.
Yes.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think anybody would be overly confused by Cody beating Kenny.
No.
I think that's a legitimate
Yeah.
even.
And they fought before in New
Yeah.
Japan.
Okay,
it's
so
All right.
nothing
Leroy,
All right.
what is our no order? What's our pay-per-view?
All right, I'm just going and should we tease and are we gonna say who's gonna win this? Or are we gonna
Just give me the pay-per-view.
Yeah, just give us
All
the
right,
Just give me the
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view. I don't
All
even care who wins. I just want the pay-per-view. And I'll explain here in a second.
Hangman Page versus Puck.
Okay.
Pack. Okay.
Pack, Ambassador Pack.
Yeah.
Top Flight versus the Bucks.
Okay.
Okay.
Lance against Ethan Page.
Yep.
And then we got the Jurassic.
Let's make that a number one contenders match. What the hell? Well, let's just say Tony.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Let's just say Tony Khan announces on Twitter it's a number one contenders match. Winner gets a one-on-one shot with
with
Darby.
Darby Allin. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know-
Okay, go
You
ahead.
know what? It'd be a good time to put Paige over.
It would. It would.
Are we gonna pull the trigger on that?
All right.
Hold on. Finish the pay-per-view. Finish the pay-per-view.
Go for
And
it.
then we'll go for after that. Whatever. Then it's the 6-man with Jurassic against the Dark Order.
Mhm.
The women's fatal 4-way. And then Cage versus where the hell? Starks.
Which, by the way,
That'll open.
Which, by the way, next to no build in our 6 weeks, but we did enough.
Yeah,
we did.
Is that going to be for the
FTW?
That's for the
championship.
FTW.
for the FTW? Okay, and then
God, I love
Cody,
those
Kenny, and
I think
Mox.
we only featured them like once or twice.
Twice.
Yeah, we did it twice in 6 weeks. But remember, we're not. But remember,
We've also consistently recapped Dark Elevation and Dark, which will have more of that build.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So and then Cody, Kenny, and Mox for the title.
So how many matches?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now I'm okay with 7 because here's the deal.
If you're gonna have a 4-hour show, this is how you flush it out and make it worth a 4-hour show.
Exactly. Now,
because you have a pre-show, you can put
no pre-show.
No pre-show.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Or
you know what?
Or no, time out. Give me a 30-minute pre-show, but give me some guys from Dark.
All right.
Give me some guys from Dark.
All right, there we go.
So
anybody,
write down 30-minute pre-show.
Don't give me any actual names because honestly, we could throw that together the morning of the pay-per-view.
And then we'll just say we'll do a 20-man battle royal.
Sure, why not? Okay, so we have a 30-minute pre-show. We have a 4-hour show with 7 matches. If they all get 20 minutes, that's
20 to 30 minutes.
Well, okay.
Well, the main event actually should probably be 30
minutes.
No, the main event will get about 35 to 40.
Yeah.
I'll give it 40. So that's 40 minutes in just one match, which means 6 matches have to be fit into 3.5 hours. Easily can be done. There's going to be time in between.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I want to do, and Leroy has essentially walked out of the room.
Uh-oh.
I'm waiting for Leroy to say, now we're done.
Okay.
Hear me out. We gave you 6 weeks.
Yeah, we did.
We gave you a pay-per-view.
In about an hour and a half.
Yep. But here's the deal. We gave you 6 weeks. We gave you a pay-per-view. Now, I don't care what you do with what we gave you. But what we gave you, folks, was 6 weeks of some of the most consistent booking. We've told multiple stories. We've also had moments where we featured people, so you were happy enough to get the feature of a few people that you wanted to see.
And we've also done what they don't do, and we actually recapped Elevation and Dark Elevation.
So, folks, what I'm telling you is here. We have a roster of almost 86 people. It doesn't all need to be used. It doesn't all need to happen.
Nope.
What we did was we gave you the people who have the star power. We gave you the people that it matters. We have now given you a pay-per-view. And we're not going to give you the results of the pay-per-view because we're going to let you, the fans, make your own results, and then maybe you can book following that. We did our job. 6 weeks. Here's the pay-per-view. Tony, do whatever you want with this. Just pay us all, on the back end. Anyway,
I want at least 10% of that cut.
But no. So now I'm going to kick it to you two as we get back into the groove of 13 cards, not AEW booking.
Yeah.
Did that not make more sense than anything that's been done on Dynamite? I'm serious.
Yes.
There won't be the feeling of sporadicness.
No.
It'll feel like a smooth show. You're getting consistent stories. So yes, while you're seeing some of the same people, if you're building to a 6 week pay-per-view, you're actually seeing those stories develop.
And by the way, there were moments when certain weeks we just completely ignored a segment.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
Sometimes you throw something random in just to give something people fresh, something like, okay, I've seen this on Dark a little bit, so now the people who watch that are rewarded.
Is this not what New Japan will do a lot?
Oh yeah, they do it often.
Yeah, folks. Look, here's the deal, I'll look at Meltzer. Is this not more consistent booking than your Booker of the Year? I'm sorry, but I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not tooting the horn of my two co-hosts. That was more legitimate than anything I've watched on Dynamite in 6 to 8 months.
And if anybody out there is listening to this and sees anything different, let us know.
Yeah.
Send us a message wherever you want to do and say,
Put in the comments of our video. We don't care.
Right.
yeah, we said, hey, I would have done this or this, and this. If they actually sit down
And you know what?
and watch that whole video.
And you know what, folks?
Yeah.
You know what, folks? Just for you guys, we are going to have Leroy write on a fresh sheet of paper our pay-per-view. And then Leroy will leave the comment, if you want to know how we got here, listen to this episode. Listen to episode 49. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Okay, then, that makes sense. So Leroy is going to write down on a sheet of paper the match card. He's going to take a picture of it, and then he's going to clean it up a little bit because you got the scribbles all over it.
I can type it up. I can put it in.
Okay, so
I was gonna say I would just type it up.
Type it up. Type it up.
That's
We're gonna
easy.
put it.
That'll
Type
be
it up.
much easier.
We're gonna put it on our Facebook page,
All right.
and then Leroy's going to put in the description of the Facebook picture. If you want to know how we got to, come here. It's a little convoluted, but folks, this is how a booking committee works. This is how it's supposed to work. I had an idea. They said no. They had an idea, and I was like, hold up.
We'll do this.
Let's not blow the wad of cash yet. But no, it's just, folks. So now back to my earlier point, not to just get back into another Spot Monkey rip, but folks, that's how booking is done. You get people who are given what they, and again, we followed all
And
the
at
rules.
times, yes, on days of shows, if there's some edits here and there, there's nothing wrong with
And
that.
by the way, folks, notice we didn't fire anyone. Hell, we gave matches to people we didn't want to.
I mean, I put Penelope Ford on 3 shows. I mean, that's huge.
And you hate Penelope.
I can't stand Penelope Ford.
I gave Joey Janela an hour 2 match. Yes, he was squashed, but he got a match on hour 2. What more needs to be said?
That's it.
Anyway, all right. I think that's great. Gentlemen, thank you for this.
Oh, yeah.
Leroy,
Oh.
your kitchen, I'm tired of it. I don't want to see it till next Sunday.
I'm tired of it too, but I'm stuck.
I know. You live here. We had an excellent time. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the 3 weeks. Hopefully they will make sense to you guys in watching us recap. WrestleMania, I think, was not terrible. I thought it was good for the circumstances. It was great to have live fans. Tonight, please tune in to one of everyone's favorite times of the year, the Raw after WrestleMania.
Even though, unfortunately, there won't be fans. But
They'll be back in the Thunderdome, but we're still working on enclosed type of things.
As they always do, they're dropping somebody on this Raw.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming back or whatever.
Well, hey, folks.
I got a feeling.
Generally, there usually is.
I got a feeling
At least
there's
one.
3.
Yeah.
At least 3?
I think there's 3 in a tag team return.
at least one is coming back.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know what? I think better yet, Leroy and I will react to that next week. It's been 49 episodes, 50 next week. You will have just me and Leroy, Jesse. The Blackness 89 on Twitch. They can find you all.
Twitch.tv/theblack89. And hell, maybe if I got a little time while I'm gonna be out of town, I might just call in for 20 minutes to talk with the boys.
That'll work. Yeah, we'll be here. But anyway, Jesse, thank you
Thank
for
you.
this. We finally, it took about 3 months, but we got our 6 weeks and 1 victory in AEW books.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leroy and I will be here next week to sort of recap the first 50 episodes. WrestleMania was great. Three shows in 3 days. If they do 2 days like this, hey, it might kill our sleep schedule. But hey, if this works out well for us in the ratings, Jesse might have to do 3 shows in 3 days of Wrestle Kingdom. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, if these start doing really well, I mean, I'll suffer.
So
we're in the top 5.
yeah.
I will
Yeah.
suffer.
So, from all of us here at 13 Cards, from Jesse over at the Blackness 89, twitch.tv, /Blackness89. We're also, like I said, please like and subscribe on Facebook. We were live all day on YouTube. Like and subscribe there, please. Like I said, if you ever want to be on the show, please message us. We'll be happy to have you. We're still on Spotify, Audible, Amazon, all those places, iTunes as well.
Yep.
Thank you all so very much, and we will see you guys next week for episode number 50, where we will look back at the first 49 episodes. Thank you all so much.
Let us in.
I love that.
Oh.
Let us in, people. Let
Well,
us
hey.
in.
Hey, I like that.
That by the way, and when you tune in to YouTube, you even get a little bit of the background.
there's still-
So thank you all for watching live. It's fun. Feel free to comment, whatever.
Yeah, I know. It's
What's up,
like,
Charlie?
I don't know if he's still there, but thank you. It's going to end. If you guys want to watch it, if you missed any of it, it's going to be eventually up on the YouTube page because I think that's
Actually, usually I think if you set it up, YouTube should upload it in
Automatically.
within the
it'll be
10 minutes,
automatically, so we'll get it up
All
there.
right. Thank you all very
Enjoy it.
much.
See ya.